And I am joined by our DM extraordinaire, Monty Glue. Monty, say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Your internet's back.
Oh yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, no, as someone who lived in the same town you currently live in, yeah, that happens a lot.
What
actually.
happens when a town 8 hours south decides to do construction and cut the main internet line?
Hey, what's this here? Oh, let's unplug a entire section of a province.
That's what we in the business call an oopsie.
That's true. I just imagine 15 minutes later, someone pulls up in a Mad Max buggy. We're gonna need you to put that back on there, man. Thank you. Yeah, it's gotten kind of crazy up north.
So on Monday, basically like noonish, the internet got completely shut down, and it wasn't just like, oh no Googling. It was like no cable, no databases, no ATMs. The hospital was in disarray. Yeah, it was bad. And like the only place I could go to buy things was Walmart. That was how desperate it was. I'm like, I gotta trudge all the way up to Walmart to buy milk. So Monday was really like, I got as much work as I could get done, and then I watched a movie because I didn't have anything else to do. So I watched Princess Mononoke for the first time all the way through.
Ooh, what'd you think?
I really liked it. I liked it a lot. I saw that when I was really young. Kurt can attest to this. I was like 4, and I was like, his arms exploded off.
Yep,
yeah.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. I actually want to try and watch a bunch of other Miyazaki films I haven't had a chance to watch all the way through. Pompoko's on that list. I can't wait to watch
that. Good film.
There's one with Liam Neeson trying to find his daughter. That's a pretty good movie.
And then I tried to catch up on Tuesday after I finished work at my other job, and then at about midnight-ish, I lost my internet again, and I was like, no, it's fine. I'm completely fine with the sequence of events that are unfolding. So I tried to get as much done as I could. So hopefully everything will be good. But if all goes well, you can find me at MontyGlue on Twitter when my internet's working, and you can find me at twitch.tv/MontyGlue. Thursday, hoping to get back into Pokemon. I really, really want to get back into Pokemon. We ended up going into a dark evil cave, so that's gonna be fun, and we're gonna rob everyone inside.
Oh, just like tonight.
Yeah. And on Sunday, we should hopefully, if nothing goes wrong, be continuing with the Divinity 2 Original Sin playthrough with myself, Distortion Devil, Midnight Kai, and Coup Eater. And you guys haven't seen it. Oh yeah. Oh god, yeah, dude. Like we took a baby chicken to his father, and the father's like, yeah, that kid's a demon. And we're like, what? And then the kid turned into an evil bug monster, and then we proceeded to kill everyone. And it was like,
damn it, the warp infects another.
We really are not the best at being good guys. So yeah, you can catch that on usually around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time on twitch.tv/MontyGlue or Coup Eater or Shinigami's Eater, Distortion Devil or Midnight Kai.
Yep. All right, we got a couple announcements at the end here. We want to get through everybody real quicker. Thank you everybody for the subs and bits. We will get to you in a moment here. Thank you so much. Connor, you're also a criminal. Where can they find you?
I'm Distortion Devil and go.
Oh Jesus!
What's all that about right there? I mean,
yes, who's excited for fucking banjo?
You like that banjo boy?
I just might be as well, Connor. I just might be as well. I'm happy for both of you.
You can find me on Twitter at CNLSnake. You can find me on Twitch at Distortion Devil, where this week I'm not doing a damn thing because I'm super busy.
Yeah.
Lots of wedding stuff. Kind of a big deal. Bigger deal than you were expecting when you signed on.
Oh yeah, especially with the stuff that happened.
And the things.
Can't forget those things.
But you can, when I am streaming, probably next week, you can find me on Twitch at Distortion Devil.
Thank you so much. Hey, Gaijin, what's up, man?
Hey, what? Hey,
what up? What up, baby?
Hey, doing good.
Yeah.
You gonna say the thing?
No.
Oh, then I'll do it for you. Y'all can find me here every Monday, 2 p.m. U.S. Central Time, when Taka and I pull out our hair playing terrible games.
We got done Necropara Volume 3.
Oh my god, that game is so boring and bad at the same time. Oh, I'm so glad.
The best one was just the shot of the hands on the shoulders. I ignored their complaints.
I ignored their complaints.
It's like no context. This looks terrible.
Oh, that was the whole.
That whole game was. I feel like the whole stream was worth it for that exact shot, but that's
definitely. But otherwise, you can find me at twitch.tv/GaijinGoomba, no H. We've been still going with the Pokemon Yokai Lock rule set. It's been going really good. I've been able to talk about some crazy ass creatures, all of which have Pokemon inspired by them, and it's been a hell of a lot of fun. It's done surprisingly well, and I hope you guys swing by. That is every Tuesday, Saturday, and Sunday at 7 p.m. U.S. Central Time.
Alrighty. Zito,
Hi.
you beautiful Irish Italian bastard.
Hi.
That's it's a very weird. It's a very weird part of Italy that says that.
Let's go.
What part of
hi.
Ireland is that from?
Mm.
There we go. Okay, continue on.
You can find me at twitch.tv/Zito. For the past week, I've kind of been absent because who the fuck wants to watch me instead of watching E3 coverage? So that happened. So instead, coming up, I'm going to be returning on Thursday with Cadence of Hyrule because that drops the same fucking day.
Ooh.
So I'll be playing the shit out of that, talking about E3 nonsense, and then more video games over the weekend. Who the fuck knows? Lots of indie games coming out, but also a lot of things are coming out when I will not be here because then the following week I will be going to Too Many Games.
That's all.
And
That's too many games.
That's a lot of games.
It's just
like
it's,
at least.
it's
That's like
just,
at least 5.
That,
I mean,
dude,
that's just far too
E3
many.
just wrapped up, dude.
I know, but now I get to go back to Pennsylvania and reminisce with other people about how it just never ends because there's too many of them.
Mm.
I have a friend who lives there. He's very sad because you can't have hedgehogs.
Oh.
Sorry, that was a
Man,
little
well-
aside.
Well, tell him I feel bad that I can't own ferrets in New York, but here the fuck I am.
Fair enough.
It's a good law. They're trying to not lock down on ferret people.
I had a dream last night that I had a ferret. It was a female ferret. I don't
It's
know
called
where
a
it came
nightmare
from.
to do. It's called a nightmare.
Yeah, I mean it was a bit cute, but it was definitely I
Oh.
didn't have a place to put it, so I was like, what do I do with this?
That reminds me, Zito, how bad was it, the horrible winds and things? Because I was actually in Houston.
Oh, most of the power went out for a good subsection of the entire South Dallas area. Luckily, the power didn't go out for us, but I've heard nothing but horror stories for everyone who is outside of our sector.
Ugh.
That is.
And also, traffic lights were out for 3 days straight.
I was coming home in that.
Oh man, that's good shit. Alrighty, but folks, we got a quick announcement here about the next upcoming 2 weeks. Monty, do you
Ooh,
want to take us
yes.
away about this? The next 2 weeks are going to be
So-
very interesting.
So because Zito hates us and wants us to be sad, he's leaving us.
It's
you know,
true.
it's fine. It's
Too
fine.
many games.
I prefer loneliness.
Oh, wow.
Too many games.
Mr. Zito is leaving us for video games, which honestly is fair. Look, I'm just saying, some of those E3 games had me like, ooh. So next week, our wonderful friend, though not wonderful to everybody because of wrestling, I don't know. He's still okay in my books. Bosco is going to be coming back with the Shadow War. We are
Yeah.
returning to the city, and we are going to be pulling out Redwood,
More
Lyric,
jokes!
King,
Mhm.
and Ramorn, and we're going to be returning to that world and continue where we left off, where I go to fucking jail, apparently.
Can't
So,
believe Lyrics in fucking jail.
I can't believe it.
Yay!
And the week after that, to be announced, it's kind of a work in progress at the moment. The week of the 26th, there will be a very unique one-off I'm going to be hosting on my own Twitch because Kurt is going to go and fight bears in the woods.
It's true. I realized after many years of being plugged into the internet, I need to get back to my Canadian roots. I'm actually going to be stripping myself mostly naked, and I'm going to be hunting bears and caribou with my dog.
Yeah,
But what-
perfect.
But how much maple syrup will you be carrying with you?
Just the adequate amount. I can always refill along the way, dude.
That's true.
Exactly. So on the 26th, it's going to be a very unique one-off that you'll find on my channel. We'll be doing that. So,
By the way, you
Yeah.
should say that he is leaving temporarily.
oh yeah. He's leaving
everyone in chat thought
temporarily.
I was leaving forever.
No, Zito's staying. God damn it. Sorry. No. Like, this is just for the 19th and the 26th because that's actually when Zito's flying out and in. We gave breathing room, but like now we need a little bit more, which is fine. So the Unexpectables will be back on the 3rd of July. But in the meantime, there will be an Unexpectables one-off on the 26th, and there will be Shadow War on the 19th, and we'll be happy to see you guys there.
Yeah.
This is going to be fun. Yeah, but I'm going away on a vacation. I definitely need it. Yeah, there we go. That's how I feel emotionally. That sound effect. But I got a lot of people I got to thank here real quick here. Not you, Gregor. Moving on here real fast. I got to thank... Oh
Thank
my
you,
God.
Gregor.
Thank you. I want to thank Gregor. Good
Praise
puppy.
be him.
He just keeps tilting his head every time I
Gregor
speak.
bless.
Muscle Wizard, The Bagel 14, The Alpacas and Top Hats, Worldwide Wimpy, Zeus Moose, Bat Turtle 123, M-Pull, Wiz Matrix, Faye Raven, Mr. Cone, Vartixus, The Armored Owl, El Roboto, Grimlast Prime, The Light Ward, Wolven the Sixth, Alcoholic, Crow the Immortal, Morphean, PD Plays Games, Alex Knight 93, Dazzable 123, James Porter, Philip Chanter, Unholy Hot Sauce, Salute Headshot Salute, Dragon V Cat, Bizarre Coyote, Final Boss 200, Icy Jalapeno, Psycho Wolf Girl, as well as the Goblin Review. Jack Jumbo, Ran 013, thank you all for the subs, and now I will go through the bits here. Whew, jeepers.
Jeez. Good luck.
Hey, no, I got this shit, man.
You got
Saracen
1
TV,
minute.
thank you for the 500 bits. Here, hold this. Oh, thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Novajan, thank you for the bits. Travis A. Carey, thank you for the 500 bits. Hey, guys, I'm all excited, by the way. Did Talking Guys, you go and get the message I sent on Twitter? It contains the MP4 of their Yes, Just Love Adventure Go animation I made for their show. I look forward to working with you, more content with you guys for the show.
Get that still.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it. Thank you so much, Travis A. Carey. I'll make sure to get that, dude. Ren, the Sequim Kid, 500 bits. Second Wednesday night in a row. I don't know how that happened, but after 10 days in a row of working, it feels great to be off the day and relax. Who in the hell turned up the heat on the West Coast? The global warming. That awkward silences are... Anyways, moving on. Renfield 88 with 2,000...
Knock, knock, who's there? Bill Nye.
No, Bill Nye will come to your house and just turn up the heat on your oven. You like this? 200 bits. 2,000 bits from Renfield 88. Sorry, won't be bit dropping for a while, but enjoy the bits. Hey, Renfield, only give what you can, and if you can't, that's okay. Thank you for hanging out nonetheless, and thank you for the 2,000 bits. Blackfoot Ferret with over 9,000 bits. Rainbow Banjo Bit Bomb. Blackfoot Ferret celebrating the return of Banjo-Kazooie as well. Spirit of Love with 500 bits. Can somebody please take Moe's weather? The Missouri River is almost overflowing. 500 bits for Spirit of Love. Keep safe. Salute Headshot Salute.
Yep.
Get some. 500 bits. Thank you so much. Salute Headshot Salute. Ice Booth and SamX1, thank you so much for the bits as well, guys. Sorry, I can't get your message. Shadowy Finch with 1,000 bits. So Zito, I'm happy to finally get to play Panzer Dragoon. Also, I will concede you have won the previous battle, but I will win the Sweets War, for I am the Lord of the Sweet Tooth. Boo Radley, thank you also for the bits. Wolven the Sixth with 1,000 bits. Finally made it live. Have a first bit drop. Also, Zito, beware Shadow Sphinx and his sweet shenanigans. Too late! You came too late, Wolven! Thank you for the 1,000 bits. Saiyan Wolf, thank you for the bits. Shadowy Sphinx with another 1,000 bits. With another 1,000 bits. Also, Monty, happy belated birthday. I had to miss last week due to having 30-ish hours of uninterrupted consciousness. Oof. That's being awake for too long. Shadowy Sphinx, thank you so much. I got a couple quick people I gotta go through real quick here.
Okay, real fast.
Blackfoot Ferret, thank you for the 5,000 bits. Rainbow Bomb and Defective Sheep with another 5,000 bits. Thank you so much to you two. That's incredibly kind. HDBRK with a 1,500 bits. Bits to make Taka yell penis. Oh, damn it. Valis with 1,500 bits. Is there such a thing as an adequate amount? I don't know. And if you subbed, thank you so freaking much. I'll try to get to you guys at the end of the show. Monty, take it away.
Alrighty. When last we left our heroes, Task the Kobold Ranger, Borky the Orc Barbarian, Panic the Tiefling Bard, and Greckles the Kenku Rogue, the party now steps out of the safety of Alavast's walls, carrying themselves forward to an unknown world. The underground Orin Temple looms ahead, seeping with mystery and a dark and terrible omen. As we trek on the outer rim of the tent district of Alavast, a warning spring wind breathes an endeavorous wind westward.
Hey, do you guys feeling this wind blowing westward?
It feels ominous.
I thought west was that way. Borky points south.
There's like a big storm cloud like cracking and like lightning going down.
I just assumed because of the ominous energy I'm feeling off of it, right?
I'm gonna
man.
say before you guys left too, because Willow's very concerned. Each of you guys get a Willow premium potion.
Oh,
Hooray.
Willow, premium. That's good.
Her mood is max at the moment, so it's 2d6 plus 5.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, so each of you guys get one of those.
2d6 plus what?
Plus 5.
Okay.
I still have a bunch of those regular potions from the last time. I have 3 of them still.
Also, I think it should be made clear again, just for everyone else. So after divvying up all the potions we got from Willow the other night, everyone in the team gets at least 1 poison resist. Borky, I believe Borky got the 1 invisibility potion.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
And I have the sleep potion and the 2 extra poison resist.
I gotta write that down.
There were 2 invisibility potions, so 1 get to Borky, and then you have another one.
Yes.
Okay.
And 1 poison resist.
Yep. Everyone on the team has 1 poison resist except for me. I have 2.
Okay, sounds good. Borky, just for quick thing, Borky's brought 3 weapons with him. He's brought
Okay.
the axe given to him by Gruul, Athtar's spear, and Ronfault.
Okay.
Just
So,
for clarity's sake.
Gruul's hand axe is considered a hand axe. It's not magical. It's just
Okay.
very cool, badass looking.
Yeah, I got a cool hand axe now.
Greckles is going to be taking the sads, the beautiful poisonous dagger, and
It
the
was a venom
sunblade.
dagger. Yeah.
Venom dagger, excuse me. The sunblade and 200 gold. The rest is staying home.
Okay.
And I don't know if this has any magical concern whatsoever, but I have the Sosoran helmet with me.
Okay. From what you know, you're not sure what it does yet.
It's just a hat for now. All I know. I need to
Very
draw.
nice.
Unless you have a design for it, I guess I'll draw it later to see what I think.
It
looks
is technically a magical armor piece. Whatever magic has been imbued in it, I mean, not even a wizard would have to tell that it's definitely dormant. Either just from being really fucking old, or just maybe it was made for a specific person. You're not sure.
Sounds good.
All right.
Was it a
So you
great
guys-
Monty? Was it a great axe or a regular axe?
It was a hand axe.
It was a hand axe. Okay. I
It
just wanted
was
to
a
confirm.
hand axe.
It was a hand axe.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's too small to be anything else.
Okay.
No offense, Gruul, but your horns are small.
He's got average sized horns.
What if you choke on the hilt really tight?
As the guy's eating a pretzel all the way off on the other side of the world. Oh, what happened?
He just wakes up from his dead asleep. Oh, what is it, sweetie? Oh, nothing. Go back to bed, baby.
He's a miss.
Something's amiss. All right. You guys set out. The grass and the trees are just in full bloom. Everything is lush and green. You smell the scent of fresh rain on the earth. You see farmers and workmen tilling fields and planting all sorts of crops for the various different seasons. Beasts of burden moving through. More traffic than usual on the outskirts of the city. And also a lot more heightened security. You see a few more guards. Looks like some of them are just kind of like mercenary hires. And you see a few individuals with your discerning eyes you can tell are silver dragons, who are just currently kind of keeping an eye on the sky and doing a general sort of guard of the area.
What are there, Kron?
You guys make your way out, and very soon civilization, any hint thereof, begins to disappear over the horizon as you continue on forward.
Yeah, did they give me any more information, Borky, any other information about the orcs who've taken up residence by this temple?
Why would you want to know that? You're not supposed to be involved with that, are you?
Right.
And who is they, anyway?
Remy, that
Borky,
beautiful beaky
Borky
boy.
staring off into the sky, fucking static in his ears.
What pace would you guys like to make as you're traveling?
Let's make a moderate pace.
Moderate? Okay.
A healthy walk.
Healthy walks, for sure.
I swear to
A
God.
jaunt.
Ooh.
I would like to know as we proceed forward how many rations everybody has.
5 days worth.
I have 4.
45.
Let me check out my rations, because I know I have a lot.
I got 9. This is what it says last.
I have 5 rations.
5, Breakfast is
Oh,
5,
Borky.
Borky is 9.
Borky's bedecked with opulent amounts of food.
There you go. Just a handful of acorns.
I can go fuck off in the woods and go get us a deer if we need be.
It's true.
All right. You guys press on forward, and as you move forward, you begin to smell something on the wind. Coarse and rough smell as you peer over the horizon and you see the white, blanched lands of Ginter's Folly.
Oh, let's just make a hard left or right turn on this one, boys.
Let's just make a
just go
moderate pace
around.
going around the entire death circle.
Okay. How far away from it do you want to be?
100 meters.
That's a little excessive. You would probably lose your way, but
Let's go, I don't know, let's go like 60 feet away.
that's
that
fair.
would be good.
Can I do a perception of some sort to see if it has grown or changed at all since we last were here?
Absolutely. You can make a perception check.
Oh boy. Hi. 13?
13. One of the things with a completely white terrain, and as a person who lives on a snowy land, I can attest to this. When sunlight hits pure white, it blinds you. So seeking out details in such a pure white space is very difficult because the moment you look, you just get blasted with just like bright light. You do see some buildings. You do see some signage. And as you guys kind of beeline it around, you do see some dead animals on the cusp, the edge of it.
Here's a way we could actually tell if it's grown. As we're walking along it, let's check if the chicken house is still around and if it's not inside the circle.
You guys would have passed the chicken house a while ago, and that house is definitely still there. It has not been touched.
Cool, awesome.
Greckles actually wants to see if he can see that godforsaken shadow again, just looming around, considering what
roll a-
happened last time.
Roll a perception check with your hat kind of blocking the sunlight.
Yeah.
Get your head
Oh,
down.
double 23.
As you kind of look at one of the barns, you swear you see just a black form shift behind it, just so subtly. It kind of sends a chill down your spine. You feel your ribs almost like as if something's grasping your ribs on the inside and then letting go.
I still see it.
You see what?
Well, what I assume to be Gint or what's left of him.
Bork just looks around in general.
What?
Task points inside the circle.
You mean the god Ginter?
No,
You're
Sorry.
thinking of Ivan.
Yes, Ivan.
that's right. Sorry, guys, my brain's been all but actually Panic here. Let me just give this back to you. And he just puts the orb of sending right back in your hand. I think we're gonna need this more for today than what I need.
Insight.
Okay.
7.
Yeah, Greckles got the right idea.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well
sure.
said, Greckles.
Also, that's not a single tear in his eye. That's just sweat. It's fine.
Sad Naruto music.
All right, well, let's press onwards.
You know, last time we came out this way, we ended up in a scary forest, and most of us stuff got shoved in Panic's mouth.
That was
Panic-
northwest. This
What?
is just normal west.
It's not going north then.
Oh,
Task
sorry,
actually-
southwest. My bad. Sorry, I interrupted.
We're going
Sorry.
south. Yeah, we're going southwest this time, right?
No, you guys are just going straight west.
Way
Yeah.
out west.
Southwest is where like you guys went with Digsby. This is the way you went for your spider mission a long time ago.
Oh, a long time ago. Hope we don't turn into
When we actually walked through this thing.
Yeah.
that was-
Whoops.
That was a mistake.
I just want to have Task keep pace with Panic and just like ask him. So about that orb of yours, how many times is that possible to use it?
Once a day.
All right, I have a couple of calls to make once we get back to town. I might have
Yeah.
to borrow it for a few more experiments.
You and me both, Task.
Should we have a marching
Charging.
order?
I have nobody to call.
Borky has nobody to call.
I got
And
nothing.
then start charging for this thing.
What's the marching order here? There's no space for you guys to stand side by side. The paths are definitely made for wagons.
Is there any brush or canopy?
There is. There's a lot of foliage, and as you kind of proceed to walk, at this point it's pretty late. You guys have been walking almost all day. It's probably about 5 o'clock p.m. ish now about this time. Before, you remember a lot of spider webs. There are absolutely none. And it makes for a much brighter, more open, and very graceful looking forest now.
Have we passed the spot where Panic got speared?
No, you have not. You've just kind of
Okay.
entered the nocturnal timberlands at this point.
Memories.
Just
So, who's in the front? Who wants to
Borky.
be?
Borky, the
in
meat
the front?
shield will be the meat will be in the front.
Okay.
I would like to be either second or third.
Greckles will either be second or third. Just 5-10 feet off in cover if possible.
Keep me in
Or
the back.
stealthing.
I'll probably be sandwiched between Greckles and Borky then.
Greckles wants to be out in the brush, I'm assuming, so that's gonna be 10 feet out.
Just
in
a
the
little
woods.
bit.
All
Just
right.
a little bit.
All right. As you guys begin to move forward, I want Borky and Greckles to make dexterity saving throws for me.
Oh,
Ruh-roh.
Borky with advantage.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, we're starting off early.
Oh god, that's a 12.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we are starting
That's
off
a
early.
14 with advantage.
Oof. Damn. All right. As you guys move forward, the first thing that immediately catches you, Greckles, is you are kind of very stealthily sneaking through the brush, and you kind of are making as little noise as possible, but there's still like the idle cracks of branches, the idle rustling of leaves. But you don't feel your foot slip through a loop, which then snags around your leg and tosses you up into the air. You're going to take some bludgeoning damage.
Oh God, not again.
So is this like a whip kind of
It's like a snare trap. So
You
you've
got
been
snared.
basically tossed into the air.
Oh, these fuckers again.
Memory.
You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage as you swing and your beak crashes right into the tree. A bit of blood kind of leaking through the mouth. And Borky, as you notice, as you go to help him, your foot slips through and you fall and plunge into a spike trap.
Oh
It
shit!
is
Shit!
I need to I need
Task
you to
grins
make
to himself.
I need to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh shit!
The hungry boys are back.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Constitution
Didn't we
saving throw.
kill
You said?
them?
Constitution saving throw for me.
That's a nat
Oh.
one.
Oh,
Oh fuck.
oh my lord, I'm gonna double it then. So you take 16 points of piercing damage as you fall into this pit. A large spike goes right through your shoulder, past your arm, and another one goes right through your center. And you are currently restrained. Your movement is now 0, and you cannot move.
Oh no!
You also take. Oh fuck me. Ah! With crit poison damage, you take 12 points of poison damage as well.
Okay. So I took 24 points of damage. 26.
Yeah.
No, you said 14. You said it was at 14.
It was 16 plus 12, so that's
28.
Yeah, 28. Yeah.
Okay.
You are not raging, so that does not have.
Yeah,
as you
I
are
know, right?
currently trapped in this spike pit, and you tasking Panic, you look over and you see currently bouncing on this rope, grabbing his face, Greckles swinging around wildly.
How high in the air is it?
You're like 20 feet in the air right now.
Am I up against a tree?
You cannot reach the tree, no.
Can I shoot the rope?
I can cut the rope. I'm worried about fall damage. So go
But
help
twen-
Borky.
Wouldn't 20 feet not technically hurt you? Because isn't it that if you fall, your walk speed in a turn?
I believe it's every. I'm probably wrong on this, but I think it's every thing past 10 feet. Every 10 feet past 10 feet is 6 points of damage, or a d6 of fall damage. But
I don't know. Whatever.
I would say for this, an acrobatics check would kind of make it. You know, he's also upside down, so you're not exactly gonna. You're not a cat. It's not gonna be easy to land on your feet. You're gonna probably land on your head.
Birds
or
land on their feet, right?
Oh! What the hell happened? Oh God! I'm still alive, but I'm
Greckles
very
will cut the
badly wounded.
Greckles will cut the rope and do the acrobatics.
All right.
He's a
Acrobatics check.
goddamn ninja after all. That's a 13.
Yeah, easy enough. You slide down a branch as you cut it. The rope is still around your leg.
Right.
Your leg feels like twisted. You're still able to walk on it, but it definitely it threw you with so much torque that you're lucky that the bone wasn't pulled from the socket. This was a very, very powerful trap.
I'll get a roll perception check to find whatever the fuck just did that. 11.
Okay. As you span the distance, Yeah, you don't notice anything, Task. You see some birds and like a deer that got startled by the screaming, kind of running off. But beyond that, you do not see anything.
Hello?
I'm gonna try and
help.
help Borky
Are
out
you
of
all
the pit.
dead?
All right. He is like about 20 feet down as well. It's a very deep pit as you look down. It's very medieval and it's about 10 feet wide by 5 feet wide. It's pretty substantial.
How high are the spikes?
The spikes probably are at least 6 feet.
Why
Are
is
there?
that? The first time we was in these woods nearby, Panic got impaled, and now I'm impaled.
Borky, just calm down.
Greco's and Task, be careful.
Sorry to. God, he's delirious. Don't worry about it.
Oh God, it hurts.
Are there
I'm
any?
trying to help him up.
Okay, well you can't reach him from where you are.
I know.
I'm going to
You had-
mage hand his leg into my hand.
Okay, you grab his leg with your mage hand and lift up his boot, and that's about all you got.
Monty, are
It's
there
barbed!
any large boulders that we could possibly move into the pit? Not crushing Borky,
What?
but getting rid of the spikes to get down.
There are no boulders, there's other logs, but they're like old and pretty rotten.
I have an idea.
Get him out.
Alright, everyone, I want you to get some ropes and like get it around me legs and one around me neck or arm, and then you just pull from both sides.
All right, Borky, I'm gonna send you down my grappling hook. Just wrap it around you, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna try.
I
Just
am
gonna send it down.
I am going to keep focus on anything else that's not this charade going on right now.
Okay, roll another perception check for me. Greco's roll a dexterity, just a straight dexterity roll.
Actually, I'm just gonna mage hand it. I'll just mage hand it around
Oh, okay, yeah.
limbs and so on and so forth.
16
Between the-
perception.
Yeah, you span and coast is clear. There's nothing watching you guys besides just like raccoons and squirrels who just like are terrified at the sudden conclave of sound.
I don't trust those raccoons.
They rub their hands together.
Shit, are they all
Alright,
doing
so-
it in sync?
Oh fuck! They're playing nut outside.
At this point, between Panic and Grekel's mage hand, you guys have tied one rope around Borky's like leg.
Can we loop around a couple other limbs?
Yeah, absolutely. You guys have more rope.
Go for
I
me.
mean, the rope is like 50 feet, isn't it? Like a standard. Actually, it was a silk rope, I believe. Isn't it like a 60-foot standard?
So just to get the image right in my head, you guys have tied it around his leg, and you want to like tie it beneath him and around like his neck and his other limbs.
What I'm trying to do is with the mage hand, guide the hook around like the legs and then the arms, and then kind of hook it off because it's a lightweight. It would be
like
movable.
kind of like a crane sort of thing. where you
Yeah,
put
yeah.
it
That way
something.
we can pull everything up and not leave anything really dangling.
You can do this. It will take some time though, because it's you and Panic kind of figuring this out together, and also Borky, who's in kind of a weirdly precarious situation. You also don't want to snag on any more of the spikes, so it'll
Exactly.
take about 45 to an hour. to do
No!
this.
Borky, out of character. Oh my God! How long?
But you do manage to, while Task is kind of keeping an eye out, you do notice some little like crows kind of sitting and looking down, licking their lips a little bit, looking at Borky. In
What's
the bottom
happening?
Of that pit.
Just
You
don't look
guys
up, Borky.
I
do
can't
have-
physically.
You do have a rope perfectly around Borky's body and a singular rope leading out of the pit that you guys can use to get them out.
All right, Panic, let's do it.
All right, come on, everybody, heave.
Strength.
Everyone's strength checks.
Sure.
Yeah.
What's that? Hey, that's a 12.
5.
19.
Well, thanks to Greckles and Task, while Panic is just like, let's pull, and like literally goes to grab it. Between the two of you guys and Panic, I guess, drumming a beat so you guys can heave ho. Borky is pulled from the spikes, which is extremely painful, Borky, as you basically just hear as all the spikes like pop out of the wounds. And you're grabbed and your back kind of hits the dirt side and you're dragged up and pulled over. You are bleeding profusely.
Cure light wounds on his body.
It's rough. You are not poisoned, but you took poison damage, so.
Cure wounds. Let me roll that.
Mon, I have an important
Hey.
question.
Thank you.
Why is it every time I try to stealth, which is what rogues do, there's just a trap right there?
You're the rogue. You detect traps.
No, rogues don't. Not in this version.
Yeah, they do. They can. I mean, dungeon delvers.
What skill?
Thank
What's
you.
the
The,
skill?
the subclass of thief. They're really good at detecting traps and shit. They're like basically heisters. They're really good at it.
Borky's
So
kinda-
I
Borky's-
see your argument and counter you with the player.
Borky's kind of
I was
holding his
just-
chest wound where the big spike went in. Thanks, Panic. Thanks, you guys. Thanks, Tass. Thanks, Gruckles. So it's safe to say that I think we're getting into the orc territory. Oh,
Yeah, it's
I
fair.
was actually going to look at the trap and try and determine its make.
Yeah, I mean, you can roll a history. It
Dickish.
should be a history.
Greckles will untie his foot if possible.
13?
13? I mean, it's crude. It could be anything from trolls to goblins to orcs. But given what you know, you're able to kind of ascertain this is probably of orc design.
Yep.
The weapon definitely, the trap appears to be like, Greckles one appears to be a hunting trap. With the idea that it's meant to break the leg of the animal, so even if it manages to escape the trap, they can track it down. The one on the road very much screams, do not enter. Very clearly a trap to present themselves as a threat. With them for dangling, it was very difficult. Greckles, you do manage to get the rope off. It was cutting off the circulation of your leg pretty bad.
Is it any kind of particular rope?
It's just like a really thick, heavy-duty hempen rope, and the cut that you have is like maybe not even a foot long.
Yikes.
Now
Yeah.
that I've seen this trap, can I roll a survival to see if I could like discern another one going forward?
Yeah, for sure. I would say, yeah, roll a survival to study it.
Naturally.
Hey, you look at this and you're like, yes, this is very clearly a trap that's covered with foliage of some capacity, packed with either light mud or sand, and then left in place. So usually you'll probably find this on the main road.
All right, so pretty much if you're gonna watch the ground, if you see a lot of leaves or a lot of really weird displaced mud or rocks, probably a trap.
You know, I think I may have one better. Panic. Why don't we just scan the ground with our mage hand?
Guess that could work.
I mean,
I
if
mean,
we're gonna,
we'd be setting off every trap they've laid down.
well, I mean, just on the road. We can keep it simple.
Once again, we'd probably be setting off every trap they've laid down and maybe alerting people who have.
If you give me
Just
enough
a
time,
thought.
if you guys give me enough time, I can construct another one for Borky to fall into.
no! Let's not do that. I swear to
So
God,
defiant.
one of you is going to end up impaled because so far we're 2 for 4. And
Hey,
that's
that
about
was
as much as
me.
I can count.
Borky, don't you remember? That was me the first time this happened.
Oh, my tit is so sore now because of that stabbing.
Man, what happened? What was that little goblin guy's name? Like Tim or something?
Ted, I don't know
Who?
human names.
Oh, yeah, Ted. Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
Who?
Yeah, fuck Ted.
Didn't we fight people we called the Hungry Boys or some shit?
That was like a ways back.
This is when we start sauntering off.
Yeah, let's
Are you
get
guys,
going.
are you guys naming our enemies now?
Who?
I don't know. Look to the wiki page. Are you?
So what's the plan here with the traps? You guys are gonna do like a mage hand in front of you?
I'm gonna keep perception since I know
Okay.
what they look like.
I'm gonna say roll a perception check, Tass. At this point, it's nighttime too, so it's definitely the sun is starting to set. Okay.
15.
As you guys are walking, Tass, you stop the party. You realize there's a large tripwire, very thin, made out of spider, like almost like a spider line, right in front. At first, you thought it was a spider web, but no, it is definitely a tripwire.
Let's
see
step
two
step back. Yeah. Let's step back and set it off. Like
Got
let's
it.
get yeah. So everyone let's get like a good, I don't know, like 20-foot distance away
30.
from it.
I mean, above game 30 feet is as far back as the spell will let us if you want to go the max.
Yeah, let's do the max then. Let's step back 30 and set it off.
I really don't think setting these things off is a good idea, but okay.
Well, we need to talk to the orcs anyway, don't we?
Yeah, I was supposed to. I have a question already. So, them spikes.
Easy,
Well-
Borky. You got to be our diplomat.
I know, I'm just getting my anger out now.
That's actually not a bad idea. Okay, are we in? Are we gonna set this thing off?
Yeah, just do it.
All right, let's do it. Panic.
All right, I will mage hand step back 30 feet, and I will set off the trap.
Right, you watch as the it's very more visible once you pull it. The tripwire is tugged, and you hear a like a sudden shaking in the trees on either side of this path as two large logs that have been flattened on either side come together in a raucous booming noise that would have clasped on and probably crushed anyone underneath. And they swing idly by, spent.
Ta-da!
Ah, you missed. I would say to them if this was here.
It's getting dark. Do you think we should make camp?
Oh, that's a big target for them. If they've set up traps, they're gonna have patrols probably. So if we do make camp, we can't have a fire. Yeah.
Can I roll survival to see if there's any like safe place away from these traps, or like some place that like looks like it's off the road but enough that we're not completely lost?
These are pretty thick woods. I'd say roll a survival check. The save on this is gonna be pretty difficult, though.
All right, well here we go.
Okay.
21.
Ooh.
In terms of the elements, yes. Any adversaries, you're not sure, but you do find a sloped rock that you guys can camp under that would block any rain, or any wind. And it is slightly off the path, about 30 feet. As you guys moved up a bit farther north, you kind of noticed it peeking over some trees.
If we want to keep light a little short, we could probably hide under there.
That's better than nothing.
Yeah, it's almost like Pride Rock without the house part on top. It's just like a big slatted rock that you guys can rest underneath.
Oh.
Well, it's still good to keep the fire not elevated to the road, so that's pretty good.
Yeah. All right.
Alright, that'll do, I guess. I think
Alright.
this is the first time, Greckos, you might actually need to throw your caltrops down, though.
I've been doing that, big guy.
What? You sure?
Looks hard at the camera, remembering all the silver caltrops dropped.
Memories, how we
Look,
all fucked up their feet.
Borky's always looking a different direction when he's doing it.
Don't worry. Look. I'll help Tess get some firewood put together, and then I'll throw down her own trap.
Okay, I'm gonna sit here and complain quietly about me wounds.
He just sits there and he's like, shit, I can't think about anything I can complain about now. Fuck. It's past me.
Oh, just above game really quick. I would assume before we left that Borky would have given back the scroll of spider climb.
I don't know.
Nope, I still have it.
Okay. Greckles will ask for it back.
Why?
You guys at this point have made a fire. It's very easy. I'm not gonna
Why do
do
you want it back, Greckles? Got
Well-
somewhere you need to spider climb at the current moment?
It's very likely that, yeah.
Okay,
I
hear me
could.
out. Hear me out. I have a scenario I want you to think about real fast here, okay? Say we're in the underdog, right?
Greckles gets up and starts scattering whatever caltrops are necessary to cover the perimeter.
So let's say
Alright.
there's a scenario on the ground
Uh-huh.
where it's a
Uh-huh.
giant tunnel, okay?
Uh-huh.
So like,
Yeah.
and there's some creatures like, oh look, it's a barbarian, but all of a sudden I start
Yeah.
walking in a giant circle around the tunnel, and I start like a spiral coming at the bad guy. That'll freak him out,
Yeah,
right? So yeah, that's what I was
E-
thinking.
Except most things in the Underdark can do that as well.
See, that's
Yeah,
that
I'd
kind of fight fire with fire.
Porky, could you please just give back what's mine? I did for you.
Damn it, you're right. Barky gives it back.
Oh my god. All right. So who's keeping watch?
I'll keep watch. I'll keep the. You know what? I'll keep watch where it's most dark.
All right. I'll
Um,
say you take first watch then.
Sure.
Greckles will take last watch for the dawn, as appropriate.
Borky will take midnight.
All right. You'll take second,
I'll take the last one then.
third.
Last
all
one
right.
left.
All right.
You're up first.
Task.
Oh boy.
You sharpen some arrows. Take kind of tally of your rations amongst everything else. At this point, everyone write off a ration.
Oh,
Okay.
oh my god.
Right?
I mean, we're still in the woods. We could probably find some food, no problem.
Let's see if we can find anything in the Underdark we can eat.
Oh, I'm sure we can find stuff.
Let's find
but
a
the
drider
question-
and eat it like a crab or a lobster.
Gotta get the meat inside.
Getting that
spider meat.
Crack the human part off. Here we go. Yeah, there. Just get that out of there.
It just makes me feel.
Task, I want you to roll a perception check for your watch.
Here I go, doing the perception again. 12.
Well, you do hear some ambiance. You hear, the chittering of nighttime insects, crickets, amongst other things, and you hear like far off howls almost, not like wolves, but more high pitched. Something like maybe like a mountainous cat of some kind, but it's really far away, and it's definitely echoing off the far off mountains. It's very haunting though, and it kind of puts you a bit on edge, but you're able to determine with the effectiveness of your ears and your survival that is a decent ways off.
Okay, so probably won't be something too dire to worry about, probably until we're up to Panic's watch, I would say, right?
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so I'll, is my, watch over?
Yeah, your watch is over.
All right,
Beyond
I'll-
that, there's fireflies and the odd raccoon that kind of just gives you the side eye, but beyond that.
I just imagine like two raccoons holding hands walking past, just like making eye contact with Cass the whole time. They're just walking casually and they're like just looking right at him like he's a problem in the
One of them's got
neighborhood.
one of them's got like a headband, like a workout headband on.
Where the... I just need the fucking two... I just need Taz to wake up, and then there's two raccoons, and then all of a sudden I hear, come play with that.
Yeah, other than that,
alright.
your watch is relatively uneventful.
Alright, wake up, Borky. I'll tell him that, there is something out there, but if it's gonna cause any harm, probably by the end of your watch or by Panic's, it might approach us.
Okay.
Morgan shrugs.
All right, Borky, roll a perception check for me.
Okay. Perception. Bring it. 8!
Okay. You smell bad. Like you smell like sweat, and it's real gross.
All the things to worry about.
Dang it. I knew I should have taken a bath after Tricadia.
Ye old Axe body spray should have been required here.
But if I use
Rules
that,
Axe,
but if I use Axe body spray task, it'll summon hordes of women. I can't have that right now, task.
Yeah, Borky. There's like, do you see some bats fly through the air, and beyond that, nothing. It's quiet.
See the raccoons walk past again.
Yeah,
Borky waves a little bit.
they kind of walk faster as they see you do.
Dang it! It's a bad neighborhood. Okay.
All right, Panic. You are woken up by Borky.
Borky just kind of shakes him.
It's your turn.
Oh, fuck.
Well, you must always be attentive, otherwise someone else is gonna get impaled.
And then it's him, he gets shot with an arrow in the back.
Oh, my butt!
Panic will think about that statement and he'll do his watch.
All right, roll a perception check for me.
6.
Oh, man.
6. Borky's really smells
What? Damn it!
like really bad.
Can we take prestidigitation showers?
Not sure why, but it's just
I'll
like
probably say that my 6 is just me just, oh fuck, he stinks, and I'll just press the digitation any like grime off him
yeah,
while
you
he's
clean him up,
sleeping.
but he still smells real bad.
Fucking asshole. Ugh.
But other than that, don't really. You scan the tree line. You see raccoons. You see like one jogging past you.
One on a unicycle.
Got AirPods in.
Fuck, is there a marathon going on?
It's a raccoon triathlon. Come on. And then as you kind of just see the slightest suggestion of sunlight, you kind of jostle Greckles awake.
Anything?
No. Borky stinks. Sit away from him.
Smells pretty bad. Yeah. When you wake
Oh.
up, you're like, ugh.
Monty, is there like a 10-foot tree branch I could perch on?
Sure, yeah. I mean, like, the best place to go would be on top of the rock, to be honest.
Well, just also still kind of out of sight.
You'd be pretty far away from your companions. You could try, but that's...
Nah, I'll just get on the rock and just try to hide best I can, but still
Right,
keep
you,
an eye
you
out.
Batman on top of the rock,
Yep.
kind of crouching. Roll a perception check for me.
Oh, please!
Birdman owns the night.
That's a 10.
10.
Perception wasn't-
It really smells
Ugh.
like really bad, and it's not Borky.
Oh,
You realize as you're up here and with the way the wind's going, that's not Borky's smell. You thought it was, because it smells like really bad BO and like
Does
some
it?
sort of like
does-
copper almost. It
Oh
smells.
no! I know the smell
really
you're
foul.
describing right now, and I hate it. I. Ah.
Yeah.
Mm.
It smells like if you ever soaked. This is so specific, but if you've ever soaked any sort of like male animal hide in water,
Oh no!
I actually know
Oh.
this smell. Yes.
it stinks. It smells like bully sticks from a pet store. That's probably the
Oh,
most common.
shit.
There we go. There
Yeah.
we go.
It's really pungent and it's very strong and it's coming from something nearby and you're not sure what because you cannot see anything from up here.
how far into the shift was it?
You're about nearing the end of it now. As
Alright,
you kind of come to this realization as a wind has come through and has not gotten rid of the smell.
All right, Greckles gonna just jump down, try and jostle.
Guys, wake up, wake up, wake up.
All right, up with the bow. Where am I shooting?
I don't know yet, but that... Oh, God, Borky, you got to get a bath when we get back.
I'm so sensitive about that.
Well, don't worry about it because something smells worse, and I don't know where it is, but something reeks.
Leopard gecko, tongue in the air. Let me just smell it out.
Get it
14.
It smells like ass. It literally like it like the moment you flick out that tongue, you immediately like your eyes water and your nose kind of scrunches up. It's like that.
like SpongeBob trying Gary's cat food.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah.
Check your tongue out. It tastes like ass.
It smells like something's died, but is like sweating the entire time instead of bleeding out. It's really nasty. You detect from where you are, it is coming from the south of where your current position is.
Well, something died over that way.
All right, let's pack everything up and just be really careful.
Should we check it out? Is that the direction we gotta go?
Is that our direction, or are we
No,
keep
we're,
going?
we're supposed to head west if it's that way.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
man.
the pathway is towards that though. North is gonna, the rock. Okay, let me explain this. So the road is north to you guys because you guys went off the road to find this position. So to continue going on west on the road, you would have to go north first.
So it'd just be on the way, essentially.
It would be, yeah.
Okay.
Well, from what I heard on my watch, there might be animals that are drawn to it. So if we go towards it, we're probably just gonna get into a fight that's uncalled for.
Well, why don't you use your hunting skills and just take a look? Well, I could use your hummingbird.
That's actually a good point.
You did get that back.
Fair enough. Let me hit it.
All right.
Greckles gonna pick up the Greckles gonna pick up the caltrops in the meantime.
While Tass T-poses, like all the woodland birds land on his arms immediately.
Good.
There's like 2 raccoons that are perched there too. I hate this.
No, one really fat one right on the top of the head.
Ah!
Complete the whole thing.
Your neck pops.
You're
in
not
3.
aware of this as you turn into the glass hummingbird, your vision now flittering about. I'm assuming you're gonna fly
Fly
up
in
north.
that direction. Yeah, I'm gonna fly in that direction.
Okay, roll a perception check for me.
Hell yeah, here I go.
Oh, well, that's not
Ooh,
gonna
good
yeah.
roll.
21.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. The thing you notice first as you fly on forward, a decent pace, is there is blood on fucking everything. There is blood on the bushes. There's blood on the certain barks of the trees. Something wounded very clearly came through here.
So it's
and
a
it
trail.
has-
It's not like a concise like matter of like a body was here. It's more like a trail.
No, it's like something's been moving through it and it's been bleeding out essentially. You notice that trees, smaller trees have been pushed aside. Whatever this is of a decent size. maybe about the size of like a deer, like maybe like an elk or a deer.
Okay. I want to fly in the direction where the smell was coming from.
Okay, unfortunately, as a like glass hummingbird, you don't have a nose.
Well, I
you
know
only
which
have
direction it
sight.
was coming from. Yeah, like a general direction.
Yeah, you know where it was coming from. It looks like it was coming from the road.
Okay, cool.
You're describing the plot of the ritual, Nadine. Like this. So far.
I didn't want to fucking say it.
Yeah,
I don't know what that is.
It's not.
but
It's like it's a horror
cool.
movie you would like, actually.
I don't really like horror movies, ironically, but
Oh,
anyway.
moving his way downtown.
Yeah, I just want to get a scan of like where the body could have possibly went.
Yeah, there's a very clear path as to where it is going, but it is down this very purposely made alleyway of broken brush and trees. Looks like it's heading west also, but more of like a northwestish sort of, southwestish sort of position.
So it went.
slightly off.
So it just came onto the road before it collapsed off it.
You assume, you don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
There's a very clear path of movement here.
Okay. If we get back onto the road, will we come across all of the blood? Like at least hit it in some capacity?
From where it came from, probably, you assume. I mean, there's a lot.
Okay. I will return back into my body and tell everyone about that.
As your eyes shoot open, all the woodland creatures flee immediately.
Okay.
They've been making a
you're back.
nest on your face. It was very cute.
So what'd you see?
We got a really big animal body that left a bleeding trail, lots of blood, heading onto the road all the way from the northwest, getting onto the road, and then coming back this way. It must have collapsed from the blood loss.
What kind of animal was it?
I can't really tell, but from what I saw, it had to be at least the size of a deer.
Oh.
Do you think it's something we should pursue, or?
Not that we should pursue, but
Well, so you're telling me it came from the direction of the orc camp then, yeah?
seems that way. Whatever this thing was, it hobbled onto the road and then hobbled off and then just keeled over and died.
How far out away is it?
Above game, how far out of the way would it be?
Where Task went would probably like not even be a 5-minute walk. Like from where he initially kind of analyzed the blood and the path coming through. But as for the creatures, you have no idea.
I can only take you so far, but then after that, the trail will go cold.
Well, we should check it out at least. I mean, especially if it's coming from the direction of the place we're going. Maybe there's a clue or a warning or something. I want to play this careful, you know? So, this way?
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
This way? It's this way.
Borky's pointing around to the circle, trying to.
It's that way.
The way
Tash
the smell's going.
just grabs him and like spins him in the direction and points in the way.
Alrighty. Let's
Right.
go check out the dead body.
You guys proceed on forward, back towards the path. And the moment you guys get near this space where you had analyzed it with the glass hummingbird, it is a pungent and strong odor of essentially decaying blood that's been sitting on foliage. There's lots of flies too. You didn't notice this as the hummingbird, but there are a ton of flies. And there's very clearly a path that has run through this area. The grass has been crushed down. Any ferns or foliage have been just completely just tossed out of the way. Trees have been shifted asunder. Only little trees, like baby trees. But as you look from where the road is, but you look towards the other direction, there is a very clear path of movement that has come through.
Do we see any of the blood? Like we do, yes?
Oh yeah, the trail continues with blood all the way. It's a
Okay,
very clear
cool.
indicator. Yeah.
Is there a way I could use survival to like see if like the coloration of the blood was altered by poison?
Yeah, actually, I'd say survival. Actually, I'm gonna say actually instead of that, medicine. This is gonna sound super bizarre, but it's the body, so I'll say medicine for this.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
16.
Okay. No poison. You actually look at it, you kind of take some blood, kind of lick it, and you're just like, no poison.
Why would I do that?
It's poisonous.
What's it taste like?
Tastes like I might die.
I'm just imagining that scene from that one scene. This knife is covered with the most deadly poison in the world.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I shouldn't have done that.
Oh fuck.
Oh, man.
How is it really really dark in there in the little alleyway thing?
I mean, there's trees over it, and it looks like there's like long grasses that have kind of like pushed aside, which kind of makes this natural sort of darker space. It's not like pitch black darkness. You're gonna get eaten by bats. It's just like darker.
Okay.
Is there a giant stick nearby?
Yeah, easily enough. You could find one of the baby trees.
All right, Borky pulls one of the baby trees and pokes it with a stick.
The blood?
No, the body.
There's
not
no
at the
body.
There is no body. We're not at the body. We're still at the trail.
I got myself my poking stick.
Okay.
So we could either follow where the trail may have started, or we could follow where the trail ended. What's your call?
Oh, let's find out where it ended, and then we'll head off where it started.
All right. So I guess with how I perceived everything, I could tell where it's gonna end, or at least where the trail will end.
You wouldn't even need a survival check for this. It's a very clear path.
All right. Let's hit it.
Don't
Alright.
forget, there could be traps around as well.
I
I'm
feel like the trap was already set off, and that this creature just like walked off into the wilderness and then just died from blood loss.
I don't know. I just don't trust the Wilderlands.
I'm in the Wilderlands.
The Wilderlands. I love it.
That's good. I like that. I'm
Greggles
assuming
Bergman and the Wilderlands.
I'm gonna assume
Populated by
stealth
wilder
checks for
people.
everybody.
Sure.
Just because you guys are a stealthier group. Okay, everyone stealth check. Group stealth check.
Ooh.
Ooh, 16.
18.
God.
Nice.
Yeah.
Panic!
Yeah!
Yeah! The sequins of your beautiful jacket, Panic, make such a dazzling display. And Porky's swinging around his poke and stick. While Task and Greckles are like actually being stealthy with the gaggle of idiots behind. You guys breach a tree line into what looks like just a long sort of like long grass meadow. And at this point, you do see there is grass that has been fallen over in a centermost space. As you guys kind of peek your head through the grass, you see lying on its side a large boar that looks like it has been through a fucking shredder. It has claw marks, very deep claw marks that run from like the neck point all the way up the chest, all the way up the back. It is red. You don't even know what color this thing is, because it is bleeding so much from like a various, like it really looks like it was thrown into a bag with like 15 cats and it was just scratched to death.
Oh,
I,
some small scratches?
Is it alive or dead?
No, they're big. They're big ones,
Uh.
but there's a lot of little ones too. Like there's a lot there.
It's dead, right?
We
You don't know.
Borky
we've
Borky
seen-
pulls out his poking stick,
All right.
and Borky pokes it in the stomach.
All right, you poke in his stomach, you hear a deep exhale breath that almost hits you with this horrendous pungent odor. The smell of gnash grass and snot and blood as you watch the eye flick open, this deep green emerald eye that shifts and turns and looks at you. Its breath becomes ragged and heavy, the body lifting and falling. You hear the entire grass around you shift and move it as each inhale and exhale comes out as it stares at you.
How big is it?
It's about the size of you, Borky.
Oh,
It's a big boar.
whoa.
Does it have visible wounds on it?
It has very visible wounds. The other thing
Can
it has, now that it's kind of turned and looked at you, is through its nose is a large saber-toothed cat, like tooth. Very big through the nose.
Oh.
So could I determine if these are claw marks or if they were bladed weapons?
Medicine check.
Yeah, Grex is gonna check that out.
We just fucking found Calamity Ganon.
8.
18.
18. Panic. You're a little freaked out by this thing just staring at you wide-eyed. It's not making any effort to get away. It looks physically exhausted, but you don't know why. Greckles, that is not any bladed weapon. That is 100% something clawed of
Hey.
some sort.
Hey,
Some
guys.
creature animal
Yeah.
tore this thing apart.
1 second, guys. I'm thinking here. Remember when Mr. Ian Robinson said that the orcs in the west, they could turn into pigs?
That's right.
Borky looks right
Do
at
you-
it and speaks Orcish.
Are you orc, or are you simply an animal? He says, are you orc, or simply an animal?
You watch as the form shifts. The hooves outstretch and snap into various different pieces that eventually become fingernails. The bone stays the same, but the face shifts and changes. You see lying there a female orc wearing very rugged pigskin armor. Her hair is a large, slightly not so nice mohawk. And she's like on one knee and she is just bleeding down the face. Her face is just red.
Well, settles that. Tell her we can help her.
Borky just gets down on the knee as well. And looks her right in the face. We are travelers. I am Borky the Orc. These are my friends. They can heal. Will you let them?
She still breathes heavy. She's a lot more brutish than you've seen in orcs. The nose, in particular, almost still carries that pig-like quality to it. Her tusks, there's two sets. There's one big set, and then there's like a little, like mini backup set. Her skin is gray, kind of like a rocky gray color. And she looks older. She looks maybe slightly younger than Helga, you'd estimate. Though the stress of the wounds might be adding to her age a bit, you're not sure.
They heal.
Borky just keeps gesturing to them.
Task withdraws Willow's potion and holds it out.
She kind of sniffs at it. And she quickly reaches out and snatches it up.
I let her have it.
Guys, back off. Let me take care of this, please. Stand back a bit.
She bites onto the cork and just pops it open. And she spits it. It bounces on the grass. Could you roll the potion for me?
Sure. That was a boopy beepy bop 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 bop. I apologize.
You're not here yet.
2d6 plus 5.
Yep. All right.
2d6. So 10.
Plus 5. 10. Nice. That's a really good health boost. You watch as the major wounds begin to kind of heal over. You now see that she's got markings on her face. Not like wounds, but like actual like tribal markings, tattoos and things like that on her face. And you do see that she is as old as she looks. She kind of tosses the bottle. She goes, I am Steer Vile Tusk.
Stira?
She spits. Steer. S-T-I-R. Vile Tusk.
Wild Tusk.
I will write it out for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, please.
Steer Vile Tusk.
Vile Tusk. Okay.
Fine.
Yeah. I was the leader of the Double Tusk clan.
Was.
Yeah. My men and women now worship a beast. I challenged it to a duel and I have lost.
What was the beast?
A creature unlike this world. I have not seen something like it in many years. Not even Gnash resembles this creature. It is fast and quick. It has 5 legs.
Borky pauses for a sec, just thinking.
Do you reside in the temple below the ground?
We have taken it over, yes.
Did it come?
But soon,
Did it come?
it came from there, yes.
It came from underground.
No, it was always there watching us. Only it revealed itself and claimed it to be ruler.
Did it have a name?
No, no name.
5 legs, no name. Did it speak Orcish?
It spoke in our minds.
Oh, well.
It said it could speak anything.
How long? Yesterday?
My fight ended yesterday, yes. Been wandering the woods for a time. Thank you. And she juts ahead towards Task. Task, you just hear, Boskvach! As she looks at you, and you're like, ah.
Yeah, boss fuck task.
What happened? Was it his first time?
She spits blood on the ground and wipes her mouth.
You say it has five.
Yeah, Task. What happened?
You say it has 5 legs. What did its face look like, though?
Hidden under a cloth.
Under a cloth. How tall was it?
Big. Bigger than the biggest elk. Bigger than a man. Bigger than me.
We need to go to there. To be honest with you, stir vile tusk.
Borky's gonna do a. What would I roll to see if she's on the up and up?
What does that mean?
Is she telling the truth or is it a lie?
Oh, insight. That'd be an insight.
Okay.
Yeah, you're the only one.
9.
You trust her completely.
That's a nat 1.
I mean,
Maybe I'm lying.
I mean, she's. Oh my god, I'm the bad guy. You look at her. I mean, the circumstances is like she was literally on death's door, and she's very clearly lost not like everything, but like lost at least a significant chunk of everything that she is. You get the sense that she is. You get the sense that she is upset that she lost, but she accepts it because that seems to be tradition. And she doesn't look at you guys as like bad guys. She sees you as either at the time opportunists potentially going to kill her, or and now as she sees you as just kind of weird neutral parties. So if she's lying, if she's telling the truth, you're not sure, but you don't really see a reason for her to lie.
What was the name of Gruul's tribe again? Real fast.
I'm
trying to find where I wrote that down.
Back then, they were called the Blood of Ganache.
They're called the Blood of Ganache.
Yeah, Blood of Ganache. I'm pretty sure they were working on a new name.
They were workshopping it around. They were getting notes.
Yeah.
Final ending.
Pardon our dust is making a name.
Asterisk work in progress.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Double tusk. Oh, the Blood Eastern Seafaring Orcs. Right.
Well, we have some experience dealing with orc tribes. I am Borky the Orky, and several months ago I traveled down to the Blood of Ganache tribe.
I hear they fared a loss.
They do,
My
but
sympathies to them.
they are rebuilding. And selfishly, we will admit, we fought with them in battle against invaders who claimed their land and ousted their leader.
You are brother clan then?
Borky's brother clan?
Yeah, just asking if you're brother clan.
No, I am not of that clan. I'm of a very distant clan. I live in this
But you are a brother clan then. You've come to aid me. You are a brother clan.
Yes, I think.
Here. She reaches in and she grabs what looks like a carved, very large boar tusk. Like, huge boar tusk. This is a dual totem. She hands it to you.
A which totem?
A dual totem.
A dual totem. Oh my god. Dual totem.
You may only duel within towns, not outside.
You wanna allow me to ride my
Ogremar.
Can I ride my bike inside this building real quick? Or
No. Marshall says it's not time to use
fucking,
that.
he has some powers. Let me tell you. Okay, dual. I'm gonna add this to my inventory real fast here. Oh shit! I just ripped my paper. Okay, well. All right, dual.
You play. It's called a dual totem, I'm going to assume. You throw it down and you challenge a duel.
You challenge the new double tusk leader. You help my people.
Can it
Do
only-
so, and we will help you with whatever you need.
Well,
Borky picks it up.
well, the Slayer of Athtar will take up this challenge.
And Borky pockets it.
Will you guide us to your village?
I will only get you so close. I am disgraced.
Not for long. Fighting against something that powerful, that big, there's no disgrace in it.
I've had my chance. It's over now. Now it's your turn to fight. She gets up, and you watch as she shifts back into that boar-like form. Now you can see completely painted on her all these various different markings. It's very distinctive.
Any particular like symbolic patterns, like suns or waves or anything like that?
Roll it. Religion check.
Oddly
I'd
enough,
say.
the Toei logo's on her side.
Oh my God.
That's not one.
Sure, some pretty pictures.
Would the pig god be Miss Piggy?
No.
But like, so they just appear more as just like random symbols and such.
They appear to be symbols of some significance if you didn't roll a nat 1, but to you they're just goofy pictures.
So this all happened while they were speaking in Orcish, so we didn't get.
So you guys have
any of that.
no idea what's going on.
Borky turns to them. Is she starting to take off?
No, she's just standing there.
Borky turns.
All right. That's the former leader of the Tusk, of the Double Tusk tribe. Her name is Stovile Tusk. They did take up residence in the underground temple, and a beast with 5 legs and a hidden cowl hiding its face showed up, challenged her to a duel, and won, and now is in control of the tribe. She given me the duel totem to try and right the wrong.
Hopefully you're not going to take this fight up by yourself. This thing sounds like a monster. What the fuck was that thing? I'm going to roll a history check.
On the monster?
Nat 20, yes!
I would have waited for me to call for the check.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
gonna
so-
say
I'm
that
sorry.
is void. If you want to do a check, you have to ask first. I'm sorry. This wouldn't be a history check either. I mean, 5 legs. There's nothing naturally of this earth that has 5 legs. So
never mind. I can't say that.
I'm sorry, Zito, but yeah, no, that's not a history check.
I will prepare myself to never get a nat 20 for the rest of this game.
I mean, that's your second one.
You all think about it, otherworldly, and your guys' memory. I will say, with that check and your experiences, all of you, this reeks of still Havity. 100% reeks of still Havity. You're not sure whether it's him exactly or who knows, but
Borky,
it's giving you those vibes.
Greckles.
can you ask?
always-
Focus, big.
You
focus,
always say it
focus,
so
right,
odd.
focus.
I'm sorry. I'm in the orc zone right now. What? What's your question?
No, I know. Ask Ronfald if he's heard of this thing. This sounds like the ye who shall not be named.
Okay, well, he said last time I tried to talk to him, he only wants to be spoken to when it's necessary, so...
This seems pretty necessary. If this is otherworldly, this definitely seems necessary.
1 second.
Borky takes a knee and pulls out Ronfault and places Ronfault, kind of puts the point down against the ground and bows his head against the hilt and tries to speak to Ronfault. Tries to go to the temple, to the castle.
Okay. You do get a response. Borky, can't you feel it on the wind and nearby? Those marks upon that boar's body. It's close. I can smell it, and yet I have no nose any longer.
Do you know what it is? Is it a
No.
minion of Stelhavity?
Who knows? Let's find out.
Very well.
The voice fades.
Yeah, he says that's a definite yes.
Oh, that's good news.
And that might be what stinks.
But a dual totem, like,
Hey,
I-
hey. I'm the only one who's got to fight her physically. Who knows? Maybe you guys can help out from the side. If we want their help to figure out what's going on, we gotta get there. Besides, even if it doesn't lead us to the Underdark, we still need to get this tribe on our side. So regardless, we gotta honor the tribe's traditions, regardless of how impractical it may be.
Borky slams, pounds his chest.
I killed Athtar.
Borky cracks his neck.
I can fight this.
And Borky kind of like Borky kind of points at Stir.
Please, in Orcus, please lead us.
Greckles slides into the other two with a cocked eyebrow. He killed him.
You watch as Steer actually walks up to Panic Task and Greckles and actually kind of like lowers herself down as if to indicate you may ride me. You can get on my back.
Oh, all
One of
right.
you guys.
Oh, okay then.
I'll get on.
I'm walking.
Yep, I'll
It's
slide
weird.
on.
I find it odd to ride an orc lady like this.
There's not enough room for you, Borky. She can fit the rest of you guys, though. She's fairly strong. This is a fairly big. Now that she's up and she's recovered her strength, she's fucking huge. When she stands about Borky's height. Her back hits the top of your head, and she begins to gallop, like full on run.
Taz holds his hands up like a roller coaster.
You guys gallop through the woods, bounding over logs, and anything small enough, she just bashes aside with her tusks. It's actually very impressive. Oh yeah, it's like when you look behind you as you're running, like Borky, you don't even have to worry about difficult terrain because she's clearing a path. As you guys move on forward, you eventually begin to see fire emitting, and you begin to near yourself, and you actually look around, and you're having flashbacks to fighting spiders in the trees. As eventually Steer stops, and you see the open cavern of the Orin Temple with 2 orcs perched on either side, and this is where we're going to take a break.
Oh, thank God I got
Yay,
it.
radical.
Oh boy.
What's that from?
I'm gonna get a piece of chicken I have for dinner. Hold
I'm
one
gonna-
moment.
I apologize for any hoops, hollers, and fireworks that you may have heard. The St. Louis Blues just won the Stanley Cup.
Woo!
Nice.
Which team was that one?
The blue one.
Okay, that doesn't. I mean, it wouldn't help me anyway.
The St. Louis Blues.
Okay, I don't know who
That
my
would-
dad was cheering for.
That would be me in
As long
St.
as it
Louis.
wasn't the Rangers, those schlubs.
Oh, they weren't even in the picture.
Good, good. I hate my home team.
Don't congratulate me. I don't give a fuck about hockey.
Zito has hockey hate. What do you mean? I like the Jersey Devils. I know my own team, the Rangers. They haven't fucking been good for a while.
Okay.
And don't mind me just devouring fried chicken as quickly as possible.
Money still there?
No, it's just me and you, buddy.
Oh, all right. Let me get back in a chat here.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, I'm a little concerned that Borky thinks he's gonna 1v1 this thing.
Yeah, I'm a little worried that he let the final blow, so to speak, go to his head. Little worried about that one.
Hey, guys, I got a couple people I'd like to thank real faster. Mr. Ryan91, about an hour ago, dropped 10,000 bits. Holy crap, Mr. Ryan91. First time being able to catch a stream live in months, and unfortunately, my internet is crapping out. Oh, don't we know that one? Oh, well, VOD for me again. Love to you all for the entertainment and fun I have to look forward to every week. And good rest of the night to you all as well. Oh, and as someone who had their birthday on the 2nd, happy belated birthday, Monty. Thank you so much, Mr. Ryan91, for the 10,000 bits and for the good vibes you send our way. Script Daddy, oh Daddy, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Off to a strong start for the first Nat 1. Novagen with 1,200 bits. Embrace the Disney princess task. Embrace it. 1,200
I can't even feel it. I can't even feel it.
Guess who just walked shirtless into a living room full of his extended family that I've never met before?
Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh, man.
It's me!
It could have been pantsless, and you know that's worse.
Yeah.
It's a me.
It's a hot one out today, ain't it? Oh man, that's good. That's good embarrassment right there. That's a good oof. I want to thank Spirit of Love for the 300 bits. The St. Louis Blues are no longer the oldest active NHL team without a Stanley Cup win. Woo! Go Blues! 500 bits. Pupasa Monkey. Hooray for Boston losing. The Toms with 500 bits. Episode title: Where the Wereboars Are. 500 bits. Thank you. Zyasmos. Thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. Thought I was going to be late to the stream. I got caught up watching Japanese man make a knife out of milk. Anyways, have some bits on me. God.
I know what I know what they're talking about.
I've seen that one before.
Milk knife. Pact of the milk knife. Alcoholic with 500 bits. Up. Finished up all my finals my last year at college. Have some bits. And here's to the return of everyone's favorite cosmic horror. Thank you for the 500 bits. Alcoholic. Been smoking 100 bits. Is it Popeye's chicken, Zito? You got them Popeyes? Oz195. The second I read that, my mouth started watering. Oh, I want my calories. Oz195 with 600 bits. Wait, Montiglu, the Canadian, doesn't know about the hockey. Brain explodes. Me and my sister aren't big hockey fans. Our dad is, and I feel like he brings the hockey fan for like most of the house. He's like, the general threshold of hockey love is good.
I mean,
my mom was
I
big
used
into
to
the
like
NBA
hockey.
this year, though. It was pretty crazy. Mom's like, can I watch the game here? I'm like, what? Who are you?
I mean, I used to
I wanna watch
watch
the rap-
hockey all the time when I was back in New York.
Man, it's weird. My mom wanted to watch basketball. Like that. My mom. Like, yeah, it's weird. Thank you all so much. Again. And some people have pointed out something pretty great here. So Borky's off to go challenge something to a duel, and he has a spirit inside an ancient weapon he has. So we're just going to throw it out there, guys, that he low-key is Yukimoto right now.
I was half expecting you to wear the fucking thing on the side of your wrist like a dual disc.
You think Borky's not going to turn this duel around. He's going to. I place Pot of Greed to draw 2 more cards. I place
you're
Pot
too
of
old.
Greed.
That's the thing, still happening. My deck has no weakness.
Oh, we got to do the friendship
Oh my
circle.
god, I'm getting flashbacks with the fucking Zeech and fucking Custodes fight.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff. That's good. That's some good stuff. That's peak lore. Here, let me ask you a question. Did you? I gotta ask you this. Did you?
Go on.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember his name. He is the Katachan warrior, hero of the Imperium, hero of the new millennium.
Sly Marbo.
Sly Marbo. Did you watch the Sly Marbo video?
No, I need to.
Oh my
God! You have to.
It's like
I
the
know.
It's like peak. It's like peak TTS. I can't even spoil that video. It's just the Sly Marbo backstory, the Sly Marbo the Sly Marbo model. It's just the perfect level of cheese. At some point in the late 80s, you're like, you know what would be great in the 40K universe? Rambo.
In halfling form.
No, he's not a halfling. He just looks tiny.
He's
not, but his model looks
Yeah,
like
the models for all the humans just look like halflings because they're all like these
Hello.
big, squatty.
Monty,
boys.
run. We're talking about 40K.
Oh god.
Shadowy Things, thank you for the 1,000 bits. The only sports team I pay attention to is my home state WNBA team. Go Lynx. Ooh. Bravo. Oz, thank you again for the bits. And thank you all for the subs. Spaceman Monster with a 500 bits. I got nothing but here. Well, thank you, Spaceman Monster.
Alrighty. We all back?
We are.
one more chomp of chicken, I swear, and I'll be good.
Chomp
No!
that chicken.
Slap
No,
that chicken out of his...
Excuse me, I'm eating Greckles' wing. It tastes very good. Would you like some?
quick, Zito. Eat it like a dog who knows you did something wrong.
That's
Wow,
where
that's-
my wings went.
That's one of my favorite dog stories, Nadine. The story about Zachary and the butter. It is the greatest dog story
Oh
ever.
my god.
Real quick,
Zachary
while
the
before we
fucking butter.
Okay, so there's a half a pound of butter on the table, okay? Because we're gonna thawing. We're about to have dinner. My mom looks over, and there's our golden retriever, Zachary. He's got the actual chair out. He pulled the chair out without my mom looking, and he's up on it, and he's about to bite it. And he looks right. My mom looks right at him. He looks right at my mom. He looks back at the butter, and she's like, "Don't you do it." He looks back at my mom. He's weighing the options right now. He looks.
I get my ass?
And he looks right at my mom, and then. bites it and runs. He's just like,
Get his ass kicked for a mouthful of butter.
What a
Yes.
hero.
he's like
He did
weighing
that
it.
all the time.
The look
He
at his
ate the
face is
butter
like this-
all the time.
I'm
Oh my
sorry.
God.
I'm sorry, but I need the butters. No, this is hard for me.
All right.
I gotta get this butter. All right, gamers, we got the bread. Let's get this butter.
All right, Probate with 11,000 bits. Marvel actually got a new model recently that doesn't look horrifying. Good. I need to see the new Slime Marbo, but does it have maximum? Oh! Thank you for the
I'm
whole.
gonna miss.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna miss this shitty version though.
You guys ready to keep going?
Yep.
I guess.
Let's do
Alright.
this.
You guys stand outside of the entrance to this temple. 2 orcs flanking on either side. They are just as big and as brutish looking as Steer. She kind of begins to shake as if to shake off flies, indicating for the 3 of you to get off.
Oh yeah, we hop off.
Yep. Get off.
Shakes you off. She takes 2 steps, looks towards you, Borky, kind of snorts, nods, and gallops out into the woods,
Borky,
as if to say, "This is as far as I go."
Have those guards seen us yet, or are they just not reacting to us?
They see you guys. You're very clearly out in the open. You notice immediately that they have stripped down the trees. There used to be a lot of trees surrounding this temple, and they are all gone. They've all become stumps. And they do see you. They notice you, and they're holding very crude, wicked-looking spears. And they kind of give you a cautionary glance. But they don't immediately, run after you and start stabbing you to death. They kind of look.
Borky is going to have Ron Fault in both of his hands and kind of have it placed against his shoulder, walking forward with it outstretched and like pretty much it's in his right arm.
Okay.
Alrighty, you gotta let me talk to them. Now, how this fight goes down, you might be able to sneak some spells my way. I have no idea what I'm going to be facing in there.
Okay, thanks, Gregor.
A little bird squeaks.
Do you think they would let us in as we're your companions?
Yeah, I'm going to make sure that's a thing right now. Let's see how it goes.
Borky starts walking forward.
Okay. The orcs kind of point the spears towards you as you guys move forward. What you want? They say in Orcish.
Borky pulls out of his pocket the dual horn.
You challenged the Great 5-1.
I do.
They kind of.
am Borky, the Orky of Alavast, slayer of Athtar, the light of the sun, and son of
Who?
Slasher.
Who? They both go, who? Very clear, don't get out much, but.
Yo, listen, titles.
Panic
my-
doesn't, Panic doesn't understand anything he's saying, but he knows he heard some bullshit in there.
You want to fight the beast? Be our guest. You watch as one juts its head and it goes in the entryway. And
There with
you begin to hear
me.
sounds on the inside.
Borky gestures over his shoulder,
There with me.
and Borky walks in.
Weird plan.
Yes, it
Beautiful
is.
lady. Looks at you, Panic, one of the orcs.
Panic rolls his eyes and just sort of nods, like, yeah.
You don't understand what he's saying. He just kind of looks at you and gives you like this.
No,
note,
I know,
like,
I know, I know an admiration when I see it, Monty.
Yeah, I'm
Roll an insight check.
Yeah, I'm pretty sexy.
Let's see how good it is.
Am's better gooders than yous.
19.
Okay, it's not bad. Yeah, you know, he's looking at you.
That's not bad. I mean, like...
Yeah, Panic just rolls his eyes like, yeah, I know.
All right, you guys are escorted inside.
What looks different? Because the first time we went into this place, it was dark and dank.
It is still dark and it's still dank and it smells extra dank with the orc sweat everywhere.
Is there a fish? Is there enough light?
There is. There's. It looks like they've actually carved into some of the stone to make sconces, which actually have like fires in them.
Oh, excellent.
Let me find.
Are there any like hieroglyphs, symbols, images, anything within the walls? I mean, this is the temple.
Roll a perception check. It's gonna be hard because it's obviously you're kind of traveling with a crowd. They're not really stopping to let you look at stuff, so it's kind of hard. Plus, this place is really old.
18.
There are various different images. You assume that they might be depictions of like maybe celestials, but they are just like they look like they've been either damaged through like physical force, not by the orcs, like either age or old damage that has been eroded over the course of time. Nothing that really tells anything, and it looks like if there was anything, it's probably missing. There's some that are just like, completely gone, like they've been caved in or they've been completely destroyed just over a course of time. Yeah, it's hard to say.
Okay. Garkles will keep an eye out if there's anything that can pop out.
Amongst the smell of sweat and dampness, you do smell smoke. You smell fire, and you do smell what smells like kind of cooking meat of some kind as you enter into the main chamber where you guys remember fighting ettercaps.
Yep.
The place is now devoid of any semblance of spiderish activity. Instead, you see various orcs kind of making conversation, various boar also making conversation. And you see piles and piles of gold.
Whoa.
Right near the altar.
Ooh.
Gems, precious stones, gold pieces, like just gold chunks, silver chunks, other glittering goodies, either salvaged or found. And as you walk in, the orcs all stop and immediately, without saying anything, begin to form a circle in the center.
How many orcs are there within this contingency?
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Like,
10,
like,
12.
Oh, okay.
I'd like to imagine one of the boars.
It's
was
not.
Like, I'm sorry, go ahead.
It's not a big group like Gruul's, but you're able to determine now they're all werebores, and that's pretty huge. They definitely look like they can carry themselves quite well, so numbers is probably not the most important thing to them.
Sure. Interesting.
Borky takes the horn and throws it onto the ground.
I challenge the leader.
One of the orcs steps by. I'll show you here. Memories, blast from the past.
Oh, man.
Oh shit.
Man, repurposing.
And you came back, so
Man. I
Oh,
hate,
can
I
we-
hate when games reuse reuse
Hey,
resources.
I hate backtracking.
Hey,
it's been almost a year and a half,
I know,
alright?
we-
Like,
hey,
come on.
hey, Monty, can we actually see all the symbols on the altar that we only had vague recollections of?
Not from this distance, no.
Okay,
And
that's
there's
fine.
like a pile of shit in front of it,
Okay.
so.
Boy, howdy, this looks fun.
Borky places Ronfold in front of him, kind of like putting his hands on the hilt of the sword and placing the point down, kind of like a paladin pose, so to speak. Just
Okay. They're waiting for you at the edge of the circle.
and Borky walks over into the center of the circle.
Alright.
Are they all eyeballing Orky at this point? Orky.
They
Borky
are-
at this point.
They are giving you guys a side glance and kind of giving you this sort of threatening gaze as if to say, like, you know, like, get your place in the circle. Like,
Oh, they want us in?
there be a part of it. Yeah, you guys are going to be obviously observing this. No, you
boy.
don't go in. They will stop you if you try to go in, but you can be on the
Alright.
rim.
I'm
Oh,
over here.
right.
Borky.
You place Ronfault in the center, and you hear his voice through your mind. It's close. It's very close.
Are you ready,
Borky,
Ronfold?
I am going to show you my true power. As
Yeah.
you begin, as a little bit of dirt drops on the ground, and you all slowly pan up, and you see this creature.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
I want to see this.
My jimmies are thoroughly rustled about this. What is it gonna be?
Right?
Oh
Oh,
That's
no.
metal as hell.
I remember you. Roll for initiative.
Oh boy.
It is on the ceiling, by the way.
All of us?
Yes, all of you guys.
Oh.
I'm gonna take the
19.
12.
Yeah, I'd take the 12.
21.
15.
All right. Do task first.
Please describe the creature to us, though.
You see a long crocodile maw riddled with eyeballs running up the spine like a channel of this thing's body. It has 2 forearms that are long, and you see these wicked long nails, almost like scythes. And you see in his back legs, he has 1 leg, a second leg, and then a third that is kind of twisted and kind of gripping him in place, and a long lizard-like tail that swishes and flicks and knocks against the stone. Pale white skin and rows of razor-sharp teeth. This thing is very thin and very gait, but it is definitely threatening in its presence. It is if it were from nose to tail, if it was all spread out, probably 15 to 16 feet long.
That's big.
It's 682.
Oh my god, we got a Lake Placid situation. Folks, hit the Lake Placid alarm!
Alright, task. And then we have Greckles. Panic, what's your dexterity score?
My dexterity score is 3.
3?
Or
Okay.
score. My modifier is 3. My dexterity score is 16.
Okay. And then... Okay. Task, you're in the circle as the orcs are kind of all now slamming weapons on shields.
Okay, sorry.
It is not your turn, Borky.
Nope.
Task, you are up first.
They
Is
will
anything you'd
not.
like to do?
They will not let us in this fight. Yes.
No, you get the sense that if you interfere, it is not going to be a one-on-one fight anymore.
Fuck. All right. What do I have on this thing? I can't interfere, which blows. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Hold off on your turn and maybe just wait and see.
Yeah, because I honestly, I'm just sitting here going, like, I really don't know what I'm allowed to do considering that I'm not supposed to be in the fight, so I don't know just yet.
It's a tricky scenario, yeah. Alrighty, Greckles.
Are they all facing the fight? Like, would I have the ability to sneak out of there and, like, find some cover to hide behind?
Roll a perception check just to see if anyone's watching you.
All right. I can find it. There it is. That is a 13.
No one is looking at you right now. They're all currently, like, roaring and chanting the beast, or what you assume is the beast in Orcish.
Is the rubble to the northwest, is that, like, legit?
You can climb on it, yeah. It's considered difficult terrain if you enter it, though, but you can easily go into it.
That's fine. I'm mobile. I just want to. Let me do a stealth, just to sneak around him a bit. That is a nat 20.
Natural 20. You just melt onto the floor and disappear.
All right. Good old mobile feat's gonna let me get up there. Where's my hand? Get right there and stay hidden.
Okay.
That is turn.
It is the creature's turn. Boy, I get to pull out its stats.
Forky's looking straight up at it right now.
682 looking motherfucker.
It grips with all 3 of its back legs on the roof. It is going to move forward, though. On the ceiling. No,
Okay.
Oh, I put on the background layer.
Uh-oh.
There you go.
There you go. So it's on the wall, technically. It's got a climb speed.
The ceiling.
And it is going to... You don't know what it's going to do. It lifts both of its hands up and kind of brings them inward and stays in place. Let me just double check something super fast here. Sorry.
Is to the rest of you guys, is there such a thing as defensive posture in 5th Ed?
I think
You can take the defense action, or like the dodge, or
Okay.
I think the closest thing would be dodge,
Yeah.
unless you have a shield.
Gotcha.
I have one question. We rested before. Is he up to
Yes.
full health?
Oh yeah, yeah.
He is up to full health, yeah.
Okay.
He has
No
a
worries,
long
I-
rest because
I'll Neat.
That was my biggest concern. I'm just like, shit, you're walking in with not a lot of HP.
Okay, perfect. All right. Panic, it is now your turn.
What can the bard do?
Tank him.
No, a bard,
Run
not
in front
our
of
bard.
his jaws.
Quick, I need a shield. Just like puts his hand up Panic's back shirt and just holds onto it that way. Come at me! Oh shit.
Wait a second. Does my bardic inspiration have like a visual representation?
I would say no. You are gonna play music though, so.
You're gonna be playing.
Is that so unusual though?
I mean, they're slamming like they're playing drums and shit, so it's not.
okay,
too
so
bad
Are they
here.
slamming
I'll join-
to Doom's Rip and Tear theme?
I'll join in with the drummers with my guitar, and I will bardic inspire Borky.
All right.
Thank
That's
you.
a D8 now, or
Yep, that is a D8.
nice
Dang.
So plus D8 to hit, right?
to hit. Yeah.
To anything,
Not
pretty much
damage,
anything.
though.
Not
pretty
yet.
much anything.
Okay then.
Alrighty. Borky, it is now your turn. This thing is on the roof. It's like still looking at you, with all 15 of its eyes.
Can I say
Little
something?
lad.
If I say something, will I take away my bonus action?
No, that is a free action, but it has to be very short. You cannot say a sentence. It's like maybe maximum 10 words.
Well, if it isn't a bastard of Still Haverty. What's wrong? 4 legs not enough, bug.
Okay. It kind of grins this wicked visage of teeth and eyes.
Borky, however, at that moment, slams Rothal to the ground and goes into a frenzied rage.
Alrighty.
Ah!
Yeah. Borky goes into a frenzied rage, and Borky pulls out Athtar's spear and throws it immediately.
Okay. Roll to hit with disadvantage as well.
10.
10. Oh boy, I get to roll a die now.
Oh, okay.
Yep. You go and you throw Athtar's spear, and it grabs it in one of its hands
Oh god.
and smiles at you.
It's a monk!
And it holds on to it, and it just grins at you.
Oh, it's a fucking 5-legged monk. Excellent.
Hey, at least it's not a dormouse.
No, oh, fuck you. No.
I understood that
you.
reference.
Joke's on you. It explodes. No, it doesn't do that. Alrighty, it will
Got a knife.
He's got. Okay, I got a $1 million question for you, Monty.
Uh-huh.
I got Gripples. I got that boy
Yeah.
Gripple. I got my boy
You
Gripples.
do.
Oh my god.
Now, I have to place it on the ground and activate it,
You
right?
do. Yeah, he has to be placed on the ground.
I can't treat it like a grenade, even though I want to, right?
No, you can't.
Alrighty. Well, Borky is gonna take. Borky's gonna nod just as he grabs the spear, and then Borky grabs. And I love that. Borky grabs the Gruul axe and throws it.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Stop arming this thing!
Quick, throw the scary acid dagger a stab.
Oh, you wish, Monty.
Oh! 19!
Disadvantage.
19.
That does hit it. Just barely.
And I roll damage. 9
9.
plus 2.
9 plus 2, that's 11.
Now Borky makes a smile back.
He grabs the spear. Ah!
Alrighty. That brings us to Task's turn.
What can I possibly do that any of these guys... If I do anything, any of these guys are gonna be on me.
You could cheer for Borky, give him advice.
Come on! Okay, think, what would Tristan, Taya, what would they do in this situation, okay?
They draw a stupid-ass smiley face on their fucking back of their
We're gonna
hands.
do that! We're gonna fucking die!
They do that.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna roll a perception check to see if there's any like any glaring weak point or anything that seems like it might be well placed to actually aim for.
I'm gonna say for this, Knowledge Arcana. I will say, since you are taking your entire turn to do this, I will give you advantage.
Now, is this match taking place? Oh God, he would be the Joey.
Oh, good
God!
thing. Thank
17!
God. You look at this creature, it is fast and agile, but it is very frail. That is immediately what you realize, and it keeping its distance makes a lot of sense. You know this as a ranger yourself, that where strength lacks, distance aids.
It's a literal duel monster. It's.
I literally just scream out to Borky, bring it to you or go to it. You have to hit this thing.
Borky has a galaxy brain strategy and nods to himself.
All right, Grackles, it is your turn. You are hidden.
Could I move 10 feet to the right and still be on the top part of the rubble?
No, it comes down from the wall, so the closer you get to the battlefield, the shorter it is. Yeah, it's the natural, cave-in space, so.
All right. Boy, Greckles is gonna study this thing up and down looking for weaknesses.
Okay. Roll an Arcana check as well.
It has anxiety.
How good would that be? 13.
13. Nah, there's nothing more. Besides what Task is able to ascertain, there's nothing more there.
Okay.
It is definitely, looking at it, it is a fast creature. It is made to be fast and very nimble. Almost reminds you of yourself a little bit.
Too bad it doesn't fail its saves. Okay, that's.
Where are your 15 eyes, Gaijin?
Looks at his talents. Oh God! All right, that's turn. I'm sorry.
All right. It is now its turn. It's gonna take the spear.
Oh no.
It's gonna throw it at you. All right.
Quick, Borky, catch it.
That's a 23. I'm assuming that hits, right?
Yikes.
I wish I could just send a GIF in response to you.
She's reveling in it, guys. You can hear it in her voice.
Oh, this creature's fun, dude. This is a very unique sort of creature. Ooh, lordy. Plus, wait, is this a versatile weapon, or is it? 8.
Did this thing have thumbs?
Oh yeah, it has hands.
Okay.
Oh, good.
No, it has opposable thumbs. It'll conquer the world.
It can use tools.
You take 8 points of piercing damage as that spear is like thrown with such velocity it hits you right in the center stomach part.
And that's down to 4.
And it stays. Yeah, it's down to 4. It shifts close to you on the wall, and it drops, and it just lets go, and as it does, its joints all flip. So its legs bend backwards and land on the ground. It basically swaps its entire body. Gonna go in
The second time Borky's been impaled in 48 hours.
Oh my lord, that's gonna be a 25 to hit. That's gonna hit. This thing is fast too. The way it runs across walls is like extremely fast.
Like a cat. Like a gecko.
A Satan gecko.
You take 14 points of slashing damage.
And that's halved?
Yeah, it is halved, yeah.
Ugh,
And it is in
Borky
front
takes
of
a
you. It ends its turn in front of you.
Does it place any face down cards?
Okay.
Okay.
It places a card face down and ends its turn. Which brings us to Panic.
Clearly a trap card.
It might be a quick play spell card. Calm down.
Are orcs like are they like shouting stuff, or are they just...
Oh yeah, they're yelling and shit. You don't understand what they're saying, but they're yelling
yeah,
stuff.
I'm gonna get in on it. It's like, yeah, Borky, fuck this thing up. Hey, big guy, fuck you. We beat up your dad. Go fuck yourself. And I'll vicious mockery it.
All right, can you? I'm gonna check Vicious Mockery real fast and just check something.
Just
here.
It is just vocal components.
It is just vocal. Okay, perfect. Yeah, then yeah, go ahead.
Okay, not bad. Needs to make a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw.
It got a soft 20.
Ah, beans. All right, so nothing happens.
It's like its eyes kind of shift around and then lock on you. One of the eyes kind of stares at you. Borky, it is now your turn.
Borky, hold on. About time I turn this dude around. He immediately yells out to Greckles. Greckles, get me the scroll you took yesterday when you get a chance. Borky just grabs Ronfault with two hands and starts swinging away.
As you swing with Ronfault, there's now a deluge of air around you. The entire area, the fires are snuffed out. All the orcs kind of gasp as Borky pulls out this blade, and immediately the creature looks up and its eyes narrow. Looks fucking terrified now.
Yeah, Borky presses.
That misses. You go to swing and it ducks out of the way, but when you miss, it gets to do shit.
Oh, it
This is
does?
sting. You've seen
Yeah.
it before.
So when a creature misses an attack, it gets to make a free attack on the target.
Oh, shit!
Jesus.
Oh, no!
That's gonna be a 21 to hit you.
Yes.
The 13 points of slashing damage have
Down to
6.
6, okay.
So it gets a free attack off on you in your first missed strike.
Borky just cracks his neck. Borky swings with a reckless attack now.
All right, so with advantage.
With advantage. Oh my fucking.
Another miss. It fears and it actually jumps over the blade as the wind whips around you and it goes in for another strike. That is going to be a 13 to hit you.
Does not hit me.
It misses. You bring up Ronfault and it strikes against it. Sparks erupt in the middle of the battlefield. The orcs are going nuts right now. They're cheering out. You get a third attack as your bonus action.
Yes, I do. And Borky's gonna swing one more time. Reckless attack.
Okay. Advantage.
23.
23 will hit. That will hit.
And I roll for damage. Come on, Billy. That is 15 points of damage.
All right, 1 second. I gotta check something super fast here.
Oh god, it's not gonna split into crows, is it?
3 12s in a row. That's fucking fun. Ah! Jesus. You know what, guys? 6 times 2 is 12.
Wait, what's the saving throw?
Correct.
What's your strength?
Oh, my strength?
Yeah, what's your modifier? +5?
+4.
Oh, it's +4. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck! You automatically get advantage with Ronfault because it's a Stillhavity spawn.
Oh.
Oh, well. How do we want to do
More
this?
damage?
Wouldn't
But-
that first one hit?
That first one would have hit, yeah. So roll damage for that one, too.
Okay, cool. Alrighty. And that's 13 points of damage.
That's +2, so that's going to be 28. Holy shit.
Hot damn.
There we go.
And it has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh!
He's just so peeved about it.
I'm so peeved!
I dropped my dice. That one doesn't count.
Oh gosh!
Oh my gosh!
I'm so happy you know what that is.
Fuck yeah, man. One of those guys went on to make Final Space.
This is...
Fuck yeah.
You go and time almost stops. You bring up the blade and you swing down. And as you do, the creature kind of reaches to grab you. And you watch as it's curled inwards. Its mouth splits open from the jaw as it twists inside of itself, getting smaller and smaller. You hear this horrendous howls of the damned as this thing is sucked inside of itself and disappears.
Not gonna lie, I kind of figured that would be a little bit more difficult than it was.
Oh, well, there was...
Ronfault has banished him. You have now unlocked every part of Ronfault's blade. He can banish Stillhavity spawn back.
We
from
have a
it again.
banish spell?
For just Stillhavity.
Fucking hell! Holy shit, dude! No, you have no idea how good a banish spell is.
Okay, so Borky, can I do a flourish real fast?
Yeah, for sure.
Borky just grabs Stillhavity with both hands, swings it around.
Oh no! It's
He's
Stillhavity,
gone, dude.
Ronfault.
No,
Yeah, the guy's gone.
Borky's gonna do something real fast. Borky grabs Ronfault with both hands, swings it around and around, turns back, and slams it down into the ground. And
One of the orcs just drops his drum, and there's just this like really strange, awkward silence. It is gone. Every semblance of it has disappeared, and you hear a voice in your mind, Borky, go, "It will never come back so long as I am welled."
Borky smiles.
Shit.
I am Orcus. I am Borky the Yorkie of the city of Alavast. I have slain Eftar, the light of the sun, and I have slain the bastard, the shadow of the darkness. And you will listen to me.
They all kind of look at each other, and they all nod, like awestruck. They don't really know what to do about any of this.
I'd follow him.
He's got my vote. Well-dressed word.
Borky,
Who was second in command?
One of the orcs comes up, who is in a like humanoid boar-like form, very large, very hulking. Kind of has quite a bit of jewelry on the lips, like very nice gold-ringed, beautiful jewelry. Me.
Now that I have slain the leader, am I in charge?
Your power is notable, but you are much a stranger to us.
I have only one request, and I will not request anything else of you.
Very well. You have earned this right.
I will not be your leader. No. Servile Tusk will return as leader. For I am her champion.
You watch now as all the orcs kind of begin to pound their chests in unison, and all of them transform into boar, except for the one you're talking to. You will do this requested of us. Seek us out if you wish for more instructions to give us.
I have only one other question. This
Very well.
beast, this creature, where did it come from?
He points up at the roof.
Is there a way into the below ground?
Below ground? This is the belowest ground there is that we know of.
Well, okay then.
Borky just puts.
Oh, and one more thing. Those of Alavast, myself and my comrades, we are allies. Always remember that.
Brother clans. Very well. Move out, double tusks! And they kind of all turn and then they run out as this giant, like, avalanching herd. The smell is quite awful. You guys
So
are
is-
left in the chamber by yourselves.
Greckles is gonna go check out the altar.
Okay, you step over various coin, jewelry, and other things towards the altar. That's as you remember it. There's a pedestal in the middle, nothing there anymore. And there is all across the wall a bunch of pictures, inscriptions, things like that.
Anything around the base or anything of note?
Right
around
in
that
the
general area?
center is a divot in the stone. Almost looks like something should be in there. Roll an intelligence check for me. You get advantage because you would have seen this quite frequently.
It's a 9.
9. This is not that hard, so I'm gonna be nice.
Okay.
I'd say definitely like above a 7 would probably give you this. I'd say like you'd have to roll a natural one to be like I don't know what the fuck to do. It takes you a while as you rummage about. Meanwhile, what would everyone else like to do while Greckles is like doing rubbings of this marking and like
Well, let's
pulling
give
out?
Borky
pulling
a cure wounds.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank,
+8 back to his health.
thank you, Task.
You didn't tell me that the sword actually had a way to just send it away.
Romfold has a personal stake in anything that he's still having his energy.
Well,
It's
if he
quite
can-
personal to him.
if he could continue to be this apt, then by God, we might have a actual shot at taking Slavity down.
I'm surprised he's back now. Oh, whatever that was. Spawn of it. Son of it. Whatever you want to call it, apparently. He always was living here. We must not have noticed it last time we were here.
What did you speak of to the orcs, though? We couldn't understand a lick of that.
Oh, all right. I figured I should tell you that. I was like, that guy who stepped up, he was second in charge. I told him, I'm not in charge. I can choose who's in charge, and I choose, Sturviltas, the lady we found outside. They're gonna go find her, I think. Oh, and I said that they're now allies with Alavast. So that's 2 for 4.
Very nice. Did you also ask them if they know any entrance into the Underdark?
They said this is about as low as you can go. They said, what's the Underdark here? So that's a no. Looks like my...
Great.
Well, hey, it wasn't a loss. We defeated a spawn of still Havity and we freed an orc tribe and got another ally out of it. Wasn't a complete waste of our time. Besides...
Greckles, the moment they're yelling, you realize something immediately, Greckles, that you've been mulling over this. Do you have Solly's holy symbol? You said you carry it with you.
Yeah, I would.
That's what this is. The divot is for an old symbol of Orin.
Guys, get over here. I got something.
1 second.
What's in the treasure? Okay, I'm gonna.
Yeah, I don't know if we're supposed
Treasure-
to... I don't know if we should take this or
there's
not.
a shitload of treasure.
We should leave this for the orcs. It's theirs.
Yeah, they're not enemies.
Fair.
Yeah. It's a lot of it is like not really coin. It's like little gold nuggets and like little bits of semi-precious metals. There's one that's just literally just a rock that looks really nice. You're like, that's just quartz.
Borky is tempted to take the really nice rock.
It's fairly big. It's about the size of a brick, but yeah.
It's the second in command's favorite rock ever. He cries when he comes back when it's not there.
Guys, look at this. Look at this indention. It's this little divot. Now look at this.
And Greckles holds up Sully's holy symbol.
It's like one of those games where you put the circle through the square to use the extra space.
Yeah, except this game may end up killing us if we're not careful.
Borky starts
guess I'll
backing
put
up
it-
while nodding.
I guess I'll go ahead and put it in. Maybe there's a secret path downward. You guys ready?
Go for it.
No!
Panic.
Do it.
All right, Greckles slips it in.
It fits perfectly. You hear you hear some rumbling, and you watch as the wall in front of you opens up. Immediately, you're hit with the most rancid odor. It smells like a freezer that has had everything inside of it, and the freezer got turned off for like 2 years with all the stuff still inside of it left to be at room temperature.
Oh, boy.
Monty, that's too real. The office was out of power for 3 days.
It reeks. It smells like dead fish. Your eyes water immediately, and you
It
immediately
smells like
see
the back of
as
Dad's truck after you went hunting.
as the door opens, you see the ground is like dark, and then it becomes light because all the bugs and cockroaches skitter away from the light.
Oh, that's terrible. Is that the Underdog?
I don't know.
Greckles is going to pull out the sunblade to try to illuminate down the down this. Is it a corridor? Or is it like a?
It's like a set of stairs that go down.
Oh,
We'll just
shit.
try to illuminate that about. What was the max radius? Was it 60 or 100
I think it's like 30 feet.
Wait,
for max?
Not max, 30 feet and then 60 feet max. Like dim
Okay.
light, 60 feet. Like clear light, 30 feet, I believe.
Should we not warn the orcs that this now giant gaping hole into the under earth is here in their house?
wait, I have an idea.
Borky grabs Athtar's spear, which they all saw him use, and Borky slams it into the blade down to the ground right at the entrance.
Okay.
It's 30 feet, Monty. Sorry. So just to look
Okay.
down 30 feet, see if there's anything to see.
All you hear is the skittering of bugs as they avoid your light, and you see a foot, like a foot on the stair,
Like a
boot.
about to say like a dismembered foot, or
You see like a leg and a foot.
What the?
Guys, I think someone's down there.
What?
Can I peer into the darkness?
yeah,
Yep,
Greckles will
you
put the Greckles will put the sunblade away so he can see.
It's a skeleton wearing armor.
Oh no, what happened?
All right, let's go inspect that armor then.
Okay.
Really quick before anyone goes in, Greckles wants to test to make sure that it doesn't close up after pulling the holy symbol out.
Okay.
You
Okay.
pull it out.
As long as everyone's clear, just to see if
Yeah,
it shuts.
I'll back up just to see how that works.
You pull it out. It stays open. You do notice there's a lever on the inside that appears to open and close this door manually from the inside.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, we could just close it. Never mind. Borky pulls out Athar's spear.
I'm gonna roll perception on the skeleton. I'm not gonna like actually touch it just yet.
What are you trying to get from the skeleton?
It's standing up perfectly dead.
No,
correct?
it's like slumped over.
Oh, okay, that scared me.
Yeah.
I was just like, wait a minute, is it standing and dead?
No, like you saw its
Okay.
foot like resting on the step because it's fallen over.
Okay.
Did this thing Pompeii?
Yeah, fucking right. Okay, I'll go investigate it.
All right, investigation check.
13.
13. Okay. Do you remember going through that battleground with Digsby, all those towers and those visions?
Yeah.
The exact same armor is on this man.
Oh.
It is rusted to hell.
Man, these boys got distance coming all the way here.
You could definitely tell the skeleton was of a human. The leather has been just decay. It's like tatters now. Like the armor is garbage. There's no way to fix it if you were to take it with you. The bone is the only thing that seems to be together is the skull on the vertebrae, but everything else has seemed to have like crumpled apart. This has been here for a very long time.
Well, their kingdom was vast. I'll give them that. Well, if you don't mind, I'll actually take front, considering I got more dark vision. I could probably see something ahead of us.
Above game, should we wait until the orcs get back and get established and then go in?
They've gone to find their leader, so they're probably not going to come back. Like, I'm just
Okay.
going to figure that. I'll let you guys. That's pretty obvious. They're going
would
to go
just-
find their leader, and they're going to fuck off because they've kind of got their shit kicking, so they're going to reconvene.
Okay, I wasn't sure if they were gonna come back and be like, okay, now what?
Then what's stopping us from taking the treasure then?
No, take the treasure. It's theirs. Task. Imagine the orcs like freed you from slavery, and then they just started taking your money. Yeah?
Yeah, I'm actually with Borky on this one.
Yeah.
Taz shrugs. Whatever.
Task, as you
Can
turn
we
your head
get
back
the move on?
Sorry.
as you guys look down the steps, I'm assuming you guys are walking and talking at the
Yes.
same time.
Yeah.
You see another skeleton, and then another,
Oh.
and then 3 more,
Is it all?
and then 5 more. All the same armor,
Yeah.
all humans, all dead,
Is there
all
any?
been here for a long time.
Is there anything in the pattern of which they fell to the floor? Does it tell a story at all?
Roll an investigation check.
I'm about to fall out for this. 11.
Yeah.
One thing that sits out to you is one of them has a blanket over its legs. The blanket is like completely devoid of color, and if you touch it, it just turns to dust. But that doesn't indicate a battle, so it's kind of a mystery.
This feels like an encampment. There are soldiers here, but with that blanket, they were sleeping here. Maybe they were actually stuck behind the wall.
But there's a lever right over there, so they could just pulled it and left. Maybe they died suddenly.
That's
But-
fair.
But what would they be doing in an old Orin temple? That's what I don't get.
Well, she don't
Well-
even know why they built an Orin temple underground.
Well, let's keep going then. We won't find out anything until we keep going further.
When it starts to get pitch, Monty, Greckles will pull out the sunblade for the 30 feet sunlight just so we can freaking see.
Borky,
It
Last
gets-
time we.
It gets
Sorry.
claustrophobic as you're moving through these skeletons. This is not a very wide staircase, and they are like on either side of the staircase as you're moving down. It is very cramped, and it smells worse and worse and worse as you progress forward.
Borky puts on his helmet.
Okay.
Borky straps on his special helmet he got made, and I guess flicks it on, so to speak, or lights it.
Yeah, you turn it on. It emits a decent amount of light. You definitely can stare directly at the skeletons and get a really good glimpse of their skeleton faces.
Borky, Homer Simpson screeches. I won't do it. You know what it sounds like.
Yeah.
I can hear this.
Last time
Eventually,
we saw. Sorry.
Task, as you move forward, eventually your feet hit wood. You hear
Oh
creaking
shit.
noise as your feet hit wood, and you smell definitely water, like cave moisture. And as you look out in the darkness, you see a chamber, like a living chamber. Decent amount of skeletons. Most of them are just pieces. There's no armor to them. One in the center of the room, though, appears to be wearing a robe of some kind. It's very hard to tell. The color has been completely drained from it, and it is basically dust. And you see various like candles that have been burnt to the end. Books that have just been ruined to time, like just completely destroyed. Various old weapons and armor, but all of which have been, rusted to hell due to the moisture in this area.
Mm.
Yeah, that's all you see.
I will motion everyone over towards like where the small like the skeleton with the robe being the most interesting thing out of here. I'll motion them to move over to that one. You also think that these guys might have known something about this undersun that Sully was talking about?
I mean, the last time we saw men in this type of armor, they were fighting the Hellmouth, and then Ronfald showed up.
The more and more I keep hearing about this and looking at the situation, this feels like they were trying to get this undersun thing and maybe use it as a weapon or some kind of advantage.
I don't know.
There's a living quarters over that. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, Monty, Greckles is gonna go off to the walls to look to see if there are any sort of semblance of Orin, Celestials, anything, or if it's all just dirt and stone.
There are books.
Roll an investigation check as you're doing this.
Investigation, ho, that is a
13. Okay. As you look around, there is a symbol scratched into the wall.
Ooh, let's have a peek.
It looks like this. I'm going to draw it.
Oh, cool.
Oh boy.
More art.
Oh.
God.
Oh, that looks like an eye.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh God, it's one of the symbols from Faith.
Oh, fuck.
Shit.
It's the cult of sponge barbecues.
Shush.
All hail the magic conch.
Honestly, the best Primarch, in my opinion.
Can Greckles do an intelligence check to determine whether it's an eye?
Roll investigation check again.
Oh, okay. Please higher. Hey, I'll take that double 17.
It's pretty obvious it's an eye. What stands out to you is that this is like not that old. This is definitely like you look at these skeletons and through Tass's deduction, I'm assuming you're sharing that information.
Yes.
This has existed. This came to be after all of these people probably died.
Hey, guys, I got some over here.
Whoa! Borky shines his headlamp over that way.
There's like a scratched in eyeball symbol over here. But it's newer. I wouldn't say it's new, but certainly before this mess happened.
Could I do a religion check on it?
Sure, yeah.
21.
Okay. I mean, it's definitely simple, whatever it is. It's a very simple symbol. Thinking about it and thinking about this in the context of an Orin temple, you have two guesses. One, it could be related to Stilhavity, because Stilhavity obviously has eyes. And two, kind of the other, like, Orin is light and fire, but Orin is also the Watcher, often associated with watchtowers. Potentially this could also be a reference towards that. You're not sure, though.
Was this etched with a knife, or was this done with like a claw or some kind of like natural way?
Roll an Arcana check.
My best rolls. Fuck, 9.
Sorry.
1 second, let me just see here.
I just saw the nat one. I went, oh my god, you gotta be kidding me.
At least it was on the other side this time.
Yeah,
That
this
is
time
true.
It was on the other side.
That is true. Sorry, I'm far away from the mic there.
Get over there.
It bothers you, Task. It's not done with a knife. It's also not done with claws, and it's not done with magic. It's perfectly even. It's very strange. You can't really determine what it is.
I was about to do the Dave DeVito gag. It's smugness mocks me, but I was gonna have Taz actually know, just like he squints at it. I don't know how this was made, and it's far too symmetrical to be made with an imperfect hand.
If you had to muster a guess, maybe like a stamp?
Do you think it's magical?
No, if it is, whatever it is, it was created with some kind of like perfect semblance. Maybe like a piece of artwork or something, like just scrawled on stone and then smashed against the wall.
You're saying that was placed after everyone died?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the guy who did it, and he's like, hey, this is my mark. Tell him it was the eye guy.
Guys, I want to make
Go ahead.
I want to make a copy of this, but I'm afraid to touch it. Let me mage hand touch it just to make sure it's not a trap, and I'd like to get an etching of it.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I'd like to see if there's any other like visible location out of here that's not the location where the living quarters is.
Okay. You touch it with the mage hand?
Once everyone is safely 30 feet away.
Okay. That is basically going to take everybody up the staircase way. This is a very
Do
small.
you guys mind?
What?
No.
Wait, what was the problem?
What was
I'm sorry.
It's
I lagged out.
I'm trying to do it at max distance in case it's a trap, but 30 feet puts us back up on the stairs if anyone's got a problem with that.
Not really.
All right.
Okay. It'll be real fast.
You touch it with your mage hand. I need you to roll a dexterity. I'm just kidding. It's
You're funny.
nothing happens.
That's
You
your
touch
best
it
stat.
Yeah, and guess how well it's done. It gets into a trap.
Yeah, no.
All right. What I'm gonna do, Money, with the charcoal pen bit and paper, I want to do like a smudge, like see if I can like run the charcoal across it with the paper to see if it makes an indentation,
Okay.
and then a sketch off to the side as best as I can draw it.
All right. You do that well enough. I'm assuming you're taking your time.
Yes.
Yeah, you easily get a really, really nice drawing of this symbol.
While he's doing that, I will be performing the ritual for detect magic.
Okay.
And while he's doing that, I'm gonna look and see if there's any other exit out of here that's not visible to us already.
And while they're doing
both
that,
the-
Borky's gonna pretend looking at stuff with his cool hat.
Okay, you do that.
Interesting.
You almost light some of the candles. Panic, you don't have to. Task roll investigation check for me.
Okay.
Panic, you detect no magic.
11.
You look at various different things. You don't really see anything. You kind of look around. You see tables. You see stairs. It feels like a very solitary space for sure. And yeah, Panic, you detect no magic at all in this space.
Well, that stays
Besides
on
that-
for an hour.
Besides the ones on your companions, so even the symbol on the wall, no magic.
Well, if there's nothing else we need to do here, I suggest we move on.
Well, the only other path we have so far is that way, and I point over to the living quarters.
It is one room. There is no more rooms. It is literally the staircase and this one room, this one chamber.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Let's check the books then.
Just be
Okay.
careful that they don't fall apart.
But that's the only problem, is that I want to see if there's any books that don't look like they actually have like the worst wear and tear.
Wait,
Yeah,
so the
you-
staircase doesn't go down any further than this room?
No, it ends here. You step over around the body in the middle of the room, Task, and you go and you thumb through the books. There's various old texts that have just been absolutely destroyed. Medicinal herb recipes that are like really outdated that you kind of thumb through. Beyond that, anything that has any legibility is either super out of date or like so destroyed that you can't even read the whole content of the book. It's a very sad sight for any book enthusiast. It's a definitely destroyed knowledge.
Analog is dead. It's all about them PDFs now. What about Robe fella over here? What's his story?
Yeah, he's facing face down on the ground, arms outstretched, legs outstretched, just bones. You can see every single little tiny toe bone and finger bone on the ground.
Bones.
You can
Well,
roll investigation on him if you want.
yeah, I'd like to. Wait, actually, here's a better thing. Would anyone like to assist me? Because
Oh,
I
I
don't
was
have a
about
good,
to say.
I don't
Yeah,
have a good investigation.
I have a +5 to investigation.
All right, I will assist you then.
Does anyone have a higher one?
Nope.
Okay,
Nope.
investigation away. That's a
15.
15. Okay. You grab the robe, the two of you, and you flip it over, and you see a book under him.
Ooh.
It looks also damaged, but it is much more, because it's been kind of in this pocket away from all this humidity, it appears to be in better condition than anything else. It is a very thin and a very small book.
Let's read it.
Let's mage hand read it so we don't like it prints and possibly break it.
Who would like to read it? This is a long text, so...
Are you up to reading a lot? Because I can do it.
I was gonna say, Connor hasn't talked too much this session, so perhaps
Okay.
Connor would like to read it.
Okay, where is
All right.
the... Oh, there it is. The Journal of Robin the Gold, Servant of Orin. Day 4 of the Siege of Orengur. I almost said Ogremar.
Wow.
Zug zug.
Oh man, the name of that place sounds nice.
A group of paladins arrived today, having slipped through the siege, but any hope I had of relief has been dashed. These are a ragamuffin bunch, driven by the light, surely but ill-equipped, and were immediately stationed in the wall. I fear we've seen the last significant reinforcement and resupply for the time being. I've done what I can to reinforce the temple itself, which isn't much beyond some minor wards and physical barricades. We've stashed as many supplies as we can, and the building itself is sturdy enough. I've simply lost my travel kit in the chaos, and have to make do with what I can for many essentials, including this journal. But even without faith to guide me, things could be worse, all things considered. Day 6. I spent some time on the wall today, aiding the defenders as best I could, and erecting a small shrine to Orin where the wounded and troubled may pray. There are many, many injured men and women, and my healing only goes so far, sadly. I saw one of the spearmen hauling one of the things over the wall. A small number had apparently sneaked through, but had been caught and slain before they could do much harm. They are revolting things. They remind me of some nightmarish approximation of a dragonborn or lizard folk, warped and distorted. Ganash's servants have bodies that look perhaps fittingly angry and pained. Even were the foul one not driving them on, I doubt they'd be driven to violent madness from what must be agonizing existence. I tried not to look past the wall. My role is to maintain and staring at the masses of them. Well, I cannot keep up the other spirits if my own are crushed. Day 13. They won't say it, but I know the food is running out. We still have clean water, and I've managed to offset some of the shortages with miracles, but we've simply lost too many of my fellow priests. Not that the few of us could feed an entire city, not for this long. No more reinforcements have arrived. I've taken to scouring the temple storerooms and cellars for anything that will help us, but it's been meager findings. Certainly no secret passages out of the city as I dared hope. I've at least managed to find a few out-of-the-way storerooms that I think can be easily and convincingly disguised. Perhaps we can sequester the most valuable, the vulnerable in them. Hope that they are passed over by the terrors of the city does indeed fall. I am not able to do this all myself, though. I am not as young as I was in my last war, and there are precious few able-bodied left to help me. I've been turning more and more to Orin, but even in this hour, the sun can only do so much. Day 20. An opportunity may have arisen. The temple has an old catacombs that has long been disused, and there was little more than dust and crumbling skeletons, but remainder of the page has been torn out.
You guys would indicate that when you guys enter the temple, there's a lot of collapsed chambers.
Like walls. He was talking about walls. What walls were underground here? This is, and also like the foul one. Is he talking about Ganesh? Hell,
At least he said
He me-
Ganesh.
yeah.
Yeah, he mentioned it. I will go on. Day 22. I have not eaten in 4 days now. I doubt help is coming in time, but I have taken some steps to hopefully ensure the temple itself does not fall. I found a new ally. It is an unusual sort, but it has no more love for the Ganeshites than I, and is very amiable towards my directions. For the sake of my own conscience, I have rethought my previous entry. In this one case, I pray only that the sun sent this opportunity to me, and if not, perhaps just once, the ends may justify the means. Day 31. My end is near. There is no food. The others have expired. The Guardian has at least ensured our sanitation and disposed of the dead. It is perhaps undignified, but what else can be done? I've not the strength to bury any more. I can hear them outside. I've had time aplenty to study the monsters. Little else to do. They don't roar or howl like beasts. They scream with voices stolen from their victims. I've seen one with the face of a man I knew, stealing a glance through the barricades before my eyes. That face broke apart and the rending teeth behind snapped at me. It reminded me of seeing a poultry broken apart from within. I could, I suppose, live longer on Oren's light, but to what end? Better to face the end quietly and with dignity. My mind is going. I fear this may be my last entry. Little else to write. Day 34. The barricades! Day blank. Though in my present darkness I weep, I take heed, for without is still the sun. Through the shadows and beneath the clouds there is darkness, but I take heed, above is still the sun. Though night comes and brings cold and misery, I take heed, for morning will bring the sun. Though I die in shadows and darkness, I take heart, for others live, warmed by.
And as you finish the sentence, you guys feel the ground beneath you break apart as the flooring, old and tired, now buckles under the weight of all 4 of you, and you begin to descend into darkness, the wood splintering and snapping as you are thrust downwards. Screaming, the book flips from your hand, Panic, as you guys all descend, falling into a bottomless pit.
Oh goody.
You flip and spin, jagged rocks swinging past you guys. With the light that you have, you see this tunnel on and on and on and on and on. You guys fall for 5 minutes, 10
Good
minutes,
grief.
15 minutes. Dodging and ducking away from jagged stones, stalagmites and stalactites, insects and massive spiders that lunge at you as you run, crashing through webs, various mucus of other insects, falling and falling and falling, the breath knocked from the back of your lungs, and you crash into water.
Get to the surface.
Yeah, for real.
You swim to the surface. The water is thick and heavy. You struggle. You guys have probably gone down a few feet in the water. Your legs buckle. They are pained as you collided with the water. You swim, stroking upwards, breaking the surface of the water. As you reach up and you look at it, it is red and thick and smells sour.
Oh my god, we're not in blood, are we?
Panic, you fat bastard!
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
Calm down and focus. We gotta find somewhere to get out of here.
Find us. Yeah, I'm gonna roll a perception check to find any sort of shoreline.
All right.
Likewise.
What did I roll? Rolled a 10.
22.
22.
22. Task, you are fucking scared, because as you span with your dark vision around this entire water, you don't see a side. You don't even see walls. It is just water and darkness.
It just continues. Holy shit.
What?
It's huge. Greckles, you kind of pull out the sunblade, and you look around. Same thing.
Where's the edge? Where's the?
There is no edge.
What?
There is no shoreline.
What? Oh my god! Guys, come over here. Borky starts swimming over. Get on my shoulders.
Okay.
Yeah. Use the bird. Find the shore.
Does my
Yeah.
dark vision still work while under the effects of the hummingbird?
No, it does not. And you already used it today.
We're gonna have to wait a few hours. I can't use it.
Oh damn it! Oh.
All right. Well, we should pick a direction and try to start swimming. At least it'll get us somewhere. Do we have anything that can keep us buoyant over the water?
Wait, don't. Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Panic! The boat!
What?
The boat! The floating boat thing! Did you bring it?
I reach into the portable hole.
You don't have a surface to put the portable hole on.
Shit. Oh.
I smack it on my stomach. No, okay.
It's big. It needs like a solid surface.
How about my washboard?
Wait a minute. Did any of the wood fall with us into the water?
It did, yes. There's bouncing pieces of rotten wood.
Plus
No,
it
okay.
flotsam.
No,
Will that-
fuck it. Let's
will that be
cobble it
enough?
together.
Will the wood be enough to slap the portable hole on?
You could try. If you have rope, you could try tying it together.
I got rope. Let's do it.
All right. You guys swim and begin to collect. At this point, splinters are falling down and raining down on top of you guys.
Ah, shit. Fuck. Ah.
Bits of rock and bits of spider silk.
Can we talk about how we were falling for like 15 minutes?
No talk. Survive now.
That's like so far.
Come on, Borky, focus.
I'm grabbing a
As
wood.
as you're swimming with your perception, you see something move under the water.
Make it quicker. Roll survival check to get the shit together.
All right.
15.
Perfect. Yeah, you start to swim, and using your tail as kind of a rudder, you begin to push pieces of the wood together, swimming underneath and wrapping it around.
Make this quick. There's something under us.
Don't tell me that. Do not tell me that. Oh god. Borky's grabbing wood as fast as he can.
All right. Sorry.
Yeah, Greckles is freaking mage handing wood at this point, if possible.
You see something pale kind of dipping in and out of the darkness of the water.
Don't.
As you push everything together, there's just barely enough space that you can fit the portable hole on it.
Dude.
Okay. I will eject the boat.
This is actually one of my worst fears right now.
I hate dark water too. I'm
the
with
fact that
there.
you said something very pale. I'm like, no.
Pirates of Dark Water.
Oh god damn it! I knew you were gonna do that.
Yeah.
Dark water. Okay.
I will use my folding boat.
Borky, as Panic is reaching in and grabbing these things, you feel like a piece of kelp almost come around and caress your leg.
Borky just makes the realization face that Joey from Friends makes. Guys, panic. There's something just wrapped around me leg.
And you pull out the folding boat.
Fucking fuck! I've tossed the folding boat out and I use its command word, Yotka.
All right. It unfolds into a very, very decent-sized vessel.
Getting on.
Yeah, getting on.
Help me out! Borky, like, lifting out his hands. Pull me in!
You guys grab him and you pull him in, I'm assuming.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Yes.
You guys sit in
Yeah.
the boat, and you see, as you look into the water, you see staring back, like, haunting yellow eyes. 2 eyes. A bloated torso. And you see octopus tentacles.
Oh god damn it!
As it tilts its head and kind of stares at you, and you watch with its tentacles, it disappears into the darkness of the water again.
Borky just starts
Oh.
crying.
At least.
Oh god!
We need to find shore.
I fought that.
Now.
Oh my god, I fought that thing which don't have any like a badass.
I slap Borky across the face. Hold me up.
Porky holds him aloft like he's a sign at a wrestling show.
Perception check.
That's all I can think of. I was like on the front of the ship, just holding him out.
12.
12. You don't see any shore from where you are.
Okay, is there anything like different I can sense? Like everything around me, is there any key difference anywhere?
What in particular are you looking for?
Like maybe maybe scent, maybe something in the water. Like I guess by now I can only follow scent and hearing.
You hear water, and you hear the splashing of more debris coming down from that hole. And odor, you just smell whatever the hell this lake is made of. By the way, all you guys are like stained. It is like cranberry colored, and like slightly off orange too.
Oh.
It smells like farm runoff, and just like really gross, like almost like smells like gas.
Monty,
like,
Monty,
yeah.
you just fucking described the canal water in Half-Life 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not killing us.
It's
Gross.
Is there would we have had any experience with this kind of water at all?
Roll a
Or is
knowledge
it-
nature.
Okay. That is terrible. That's a 4.
Really gross water.
All right, well, let's pick a direction and just start swimming in it.
Is it what kind of boat is this, by the way?
We got
It's
pa-
like a large like sailboat. It does come with paddles. There are 2 paddles.
Porky takes up the paddles and just starts paddling to save his life.
You guys
Not
start
right-
going in a circle because
not
he's sitting only one
radically.
side. Yeah, it's too wide across for you to have like one person paddle. It has to be 2 people at once.
Okay, someone take the other one. Someone's got to be on the rudder. Task, you're on point. Greco's on the rudder. Panic,
I
you're
do-
beside me.
Borky, calm down.
I am uncomfortable.
Well, freaking out is only gonna make it worse. I got something. Just who's gonna control the ship?
I have vehicle check. I don't know if it works here though.
It does not work for you have land vehicle. You do not have sea vehicle.
All right.
If you were a sailor, you'd have that.
Yar.
Sorry for all the coughing allergies are kicking in.
No
that's
worries,
fine.
no worries.
How
It actually kind of thematically makes sense because this place it's very hard to breathe. It's very humid and awful and smells terrible.
All right. I guess I will.
Okay.
All right, give me some space. Greckles is gonna get like parallel to the sail, brings up his hands, and he whispers, "Kazuyo," and casts gusts of wind
All
to
right.
propel the sail.
You guys jettison forward, almost kind of lifting off a little bit as you are coasting now forward to an unknown direction. Task, as you are kind of spanning across, I want you to roll a perception check for me.
Okay. 15.
Not bad.
You see something in the water bobbing on the surface, and you kind of lean down and you look at it. It is a dead drow, and it is like bloated due to all the water.
Well, there are other things here.
And as you watch that, and you're like, you kind of make that statement, you watch as a set of jaws erupts from the water and snaps the body and sinks down below, a giant white crocodile.
Okay, correction. Something was there. I saw a drow before that happened.
Okay, Grecos, you told me to calm down. I would like to say no, I'm not going to. This is the worst.
Porky starts paddling.
Okay.
Wait, where was the body looked like it was floating from?
From wherever direction you guys are heading.
Okay, cool. So we're in the right path. Let's just keep going straight then.
I mean, it was just bobbing in the water. I mean, it kind of came towards you because you're going that way, but it wasn't like moving with purpose because it was dead. but-
Well, seeing a body of a intelligent creature in the water still holds a little bit of promise.
Just remember the Freeman's 9 philosophy. Follow the blood.
Follow the blood.
Follow the red brick road. Follow
Also-
the red brick road.
Also, caution. Laser! Caution. Laser!
What could
What?
it mean?
What does it mean?
And that's why the dinosaurs went extinct. Me. God. Freeman's mind, if anyone's watching and are very confused. You guys begin to move forward, and you see something else bobbing in the water.
Okay.
All right. Well, perception, I guess.
Yeah, I'll
All right,
perception as
perception
well.
check for Task.
Fuck, we got in that one.
Okay, it's a
That was the
stick.
first one.
You kind of, your ears kind of perk up, and you're like, oh shit, but it's just like a long, slender stick.
Anyone else want to do it?
Can we see?
What are you looking at right now?
18.
Nat 20.
I almost rolled a stealth. I did roll stealth.
You were very clearly visible, Panic. I'm sorry.
Shit.
Borky
I mean-
and Greckles especially, when you guys look at that, that's not a stick. That's a leg. That's like a bug leg, a huge bug leg. About the size of a fucking, like, tree branch. It's massive.
Gross.
And it's, like, still twitching and moving in the
Ah!
water.
It's just an individual leg?
Yeah, it's just like a singular leg.
No, I'm not gonna lie, guys. As we're paddling past it, not gonna lie. Given the options, I would go back to Tricadia. I'd do it. I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Is that a spider leg?
I don't want to think that.
Yes, we
Knowledge-
do want to think that.
Knowledge nature.
Yahoo. 19.
That is not an animal's leg.
It's a humanoid leg?
Is it clothed?
It is not a humanoid leg, but it is insectoid, but it's definitely not from the natural world.
Oh fuck.
I'm checking the ceiling.
You look up and you just see darkness. The ceiling here
what
is
ceiling?
really high.
We just fell through a fucking hole for 15 minutes. There obviously has to be a ceiling. Alright, so the thing's still moving. You know what? Guys, I know this is gonna sound stupid, but I don't believe we should call attention to ourselves, but what if this thing is sentient?
What thing?
The leg, it's not a creature's leg, it's something more.
Is it just a leg?
It is just a leg, and it is like it's like twitching at the joint. It only has one joint.
And there's drow. That might mean drider.
What's a
Well, whatever it
drider?
was, it was
Half
So-
woven, half spider. Or would I know that?
Oh.
Looks to the sky.
Dang it.
You probably would have heard about that from Quarion.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa. That's like women's are pretty and spiders are scary. This is an awkward place.
The drow make themselves out to be like that.
Probably from the spider cult they have.
We probably don't want to see those. We'd much rather see just the regular drow.
I want to see land.
Fair enough. Let's keep going.
Roll another perception check task.
Give me something good. A 19!
You begin to hear noise up ahead.
Slow.
This
I-
constant crashing noise.
Alright, I tell everyone to, like, slow the boat down. There's something ahead.
Please be land, please be land, please be land, please be land.
As
Whatever.
you move forward, you see the white sheet wall of a very long waterfall.
Oh, jeez.
I look up to where the mouth of the the start of the waterfall is from top.
It is like a curtain of water, and it spans like across most of this. Like now, what you can visibly see, like it spans over most of the horizon that you see.
Well, I mean, we found his side. That's good, right?
Is this falling directly down, or is it like, is there an archway of water?
It is falling directly down from an unknown position, but
So
it
it's
is like a
coming from the
curtain. Yeah, it's coming from a ceiling, a spot, an opening. You're not
Ah.
sure, but it is very consistent and all like a very long spans.
When we were falling, did any of the walls seem to have the same coloration?
As
As
what?
Oh wait, never mind. We're just seeing waterfall. I thought when
Yeah,
you
it's
said
straight
white
water.
wall, I figured like, oh shit, wait,
no,
the city wall.
like the white water. Yeah, sorry, I should specify like the white water of the waterfall falling down.
That's
it's
fair.
a natural white sheet. You for a second you thought it was, and then you saw it and you're like, oh no, that's a waterfall.
So,
Well, we don't know how deep or how powerful this water could possibly be. So going through it would be a mistake.
yeah, so why don't we just sail along it until we find where there's no waterfall? Which
Does
I
it
will...
look like there's anything past the waterfall?
Yep, it looks like there is more water past it. It's very easy to tell.
Do we go
Uh,
through it or by it? What do we do?
Does it look like there's like a cave or like a hollowed out portion or something?
It's like there's more water.
Nah.
How thick is the waterfall itself?
It's fairly thin. It's like it's not going to capsize your ship. It's
That was
you're
the
gonna-
worry.
Yeah,
You're
that was
gonna
the
get
worry.
you're gonna get wet, but you're not gonna flip over unless you like stay under it for like a while.
I actually am on Borky's side with this. I'd like to see how long the waterfall is.
all right.
How?
So So, well, we go alongside of it. We either go left or we go right and follow it and see if it actually has an endpoint.
Only one way to decide. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm a...
Task has a game set board. He'll just flip one of his dice. Odds. Odds we go left, evens we go right. We're going right.
Right, you guys turn right, begin to travel down the side of the waterfall. The sound is deafening, crashing. You guys feel the mist spattering across your skin. Still stinks, though. It is white, but it has definitely got that same sort of putrid smell to it. But the coloration is definitely different. It's not red like the main source of water. And as you guys
So it's sort of clear-ish whenever it's in motion, but
when it's stagnant, you can definitely see the discoloration for sure.
Would I know that means there's a lot of iron in it?
Roll knowledge nature.
Knowledge. Nature. 11?
I mean, it could be erosion. It could be, I mean, you just saw a bunch of dead bodies in there as well. It could be that. It could be, you know, just naturally the water here. It's, you know, you're not on a mountain. It's not going to be crystal clear. You're at, you know, a really low point. So,
Well, I'm open to suggestions.
I mean, there's not much else to it. We either go through it or we go around it.
Is it curving at all?
It does kind of have a very slight curvature to it.
Want to follow the curve?
Sure.
Why not? We got nothing else to do. God.
Let's keep following after the waterfall. Maybe it actually will lead to solid land.
Don't go chasing waterfalls. I don't know the song, but that's the line from it. Yeah, you guys keep going for like probably about 2 more hours. It
The
takes
waterfall's
a
still
long time.
going?
Yeah, it's a wide waterfall. And eventually you do reach the end of it. You do see an endpoint, and you do see a eroded piece of wall. It almost kind of looks like there's a curvature to it. So it curves upward with very smooth, eroded down, and then there's a lip about 300 or so feet up, which is where the waterfall is pouring off of it.
Hey, Grackles. Well, first of all, we found this. Remember that scroll of spider climb you got?
You're gonna use it right now?
Well, no, I'm saying someone should use it. Go up there and put a piece of rope down so we can get out of this place.
I guess that's fair.
How much rope do we got? I got 30 feet.
I got 30.
How high up is it?
It's like 300 feet or so, if not more.
Ah, jeez.
And it's like a lip, so you'd have to like go upside down to reach the top of it.
All right, that's not happening then.
It's like a toilet. You know what I mean? Like where it's got the rim on top and then like the roundness inside.
Well,
yeah.
Well, we have a wall. That's at least good. Let's hug the wall going through the waterfall.
Yeah, 300 feet. Oof.
You guys go underneath the waterfall, I'm assuming at this point, kind of hugging the wall.
Yeah.
You begin to hear moaning.
Oh, fucking God.
Quit your belly aching, Panic. We're still almost there.
That's not me.
What?
Is it a humanoid sound or?
Where's it coming from? Perception.
It's coming from behind you guys. You can definitely tell that.
Perception, yes, please.
Go ahead.
12.
Fuck.
7.
Natural 1.
Natural 1. Oh boy.
Panic is not feeling great right now. He's covered in blood water. He just fell from like 15 minutes.
What did that book say again about the things outside of the temple?
They were Nash. They were like lizard folk, but twisted.
They looked like lizard folk but twisted, but they also could share the face of someone who had currently died.
I'm gonna keep paddling, I think.
Is it like on the boat or in the water?
You have no idea where it's coming from behind you, but you don't know whether it's the water or.
Does it sound like it's getting closer?
Very slightly.
Oh, Sunblade max 30 feet, please.
Okay. The water. You actually begin to see little bites at the surface of the water as you do the light. As you see a bunch of little fish biting at the water, taking the shimmering reflections as food.
Oh, little blind cavefish.
Oh.
Dumbasses.
Well, obviously, fucking something sees us and is coming towards us.
Yeah.
I hold my bow up. I take aim in, behind us, and I yell out to it, "Who's there?"
You hear the sounds of wings. And you see 3 large, almost like flying manta rays, with demon-like faces.
Oh.
Flying
God,
through the
are these
air.
cruel? Did you throw fucking cruel at us?
Dude.
The wings flow, and it's kind of like now encircling around you guys. There are 4 of them. And they're circling around the ship, almost like vultures, and they're all moaning, like this horrendous, dreadful moaning sound. One comes in and swoops close towards Greckles.
What are the hell are those?
If it gets close enough, I'm gonna swing at it with the sunblade.
All right, go ahead. Roll the hit.
Oh, I hate these things already.
Oh God, now with a 10.
10. You swing and you miss, and it flips back up into the air, and the moaning begins to increase quite loudly as another one flips down towards Panic now.
Guys,
Yes,
cover your
yeah.
ears.
It is going to strike at you with its tail.
Oh, I know. Oh, fuck.
Oh, that's a natural 20. Okay.
That
so
hits.
happy.
Ah! He's just gone. He's just gone like that one character from fucking.
You take 13 points of slashing damage as it strikes by.
All right, that's it.
Should we roll initiative at this point?
No,
No?
it's just swooping and taking shots. It's just kind of like testing the waters. You
Pat-
get that sense, Task.
All right.
Task, shoot one of them.
Greckles is gonna cut on no jutsu the shit out of one of these two.
All right, Task and Greckles make an attack.
Here I go.
Me as well with 10.
24.
Wait, what
Alright.
the? Oh yeah, 9. Excuse me.
Yeah, you miss completely. You kind of you throw it, and then like the waterfall sucks the fire into itself, and it just kind of fizzles out. And you're like, God damn it.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Hmm?
Did you guys not hear me?
No, we
No.
couldn't.
I hellish rebuke.
Oh.
Oh,
shit,
sorry, we couldn't
yeah.
hear you at all.
Sorry.
Dude. Sorry.
Roll hellish rebuke for me. Ooh. I think it's gonna pass.
Oh,
It's a 17. Oh, it's still half damage though.
Rolls
That's gonna
half,
be-
yeah.
So it's gonna be 9 damage to it.
9 fire damage.
All right, yeah, that definitely hurts.
I guess we'll
It
just
kinda-
keep taking.
It makes this horrendous screeching noise as it kind of aloft flies in the air. Task, you go to shoot, turning and whipping your head around, and you let off an arrow, and it strikes through one of them, and it just fizzles out of existence. It is an illusion. And the remaining 3 let out this horrendous screeching cry and fly off, as now the ceiling is getting smaller and smaller and smaller and closer to your ship. To the point now where the little tiny novelty crow's nest on the top of your ship is kind of scraping across the top of the ceiling as this creature has seemed to have retreated.
the hell are those?
Task, have you ever seen these before?
Would I have?
No, your tunnels are very tight. You aren't used to open tunnels like this in the Underdark. So you would not know what these are, unfortunately.
I'm close to tight quarters. We're in the open field in the middle of a fucking what seems to be a blood ocean. That's not something I would know.
At this point, your boat has now become stuck.
Oh, dang. We got to another side now, but it's nothing. It's like wall goes. Ceiling
Let's
becomes a wall and goes right in.
You hear more of a narrow chamber ahead. You see more walls. It almost looks like a narrower channel, potentially.
Ooh. That way. Let's go that way.
We gotta unstick the boat, Ricky.
Yeah, let's.
Borky gets on his back
the-
and kicks off with his feet.
Okay, roll a strength check.
Okay, fine then, guys. 15.
He shoves it, and sure enough, yeah, he scrapes the top part, and you hear a resounding crack and snap noise as the novelty crow's nest crashes into the water next to you guys.
Well, we weren't using that anyways. Keep paddling, Panic. How you doing, by the
You
way?
watch as
Slashed you.
all the little fish show up and begin to start nibbling at the sides, and then you see just a giant fish just grab it and sink beneath.
Jeez.
God.
This is somehow the second worst experience on water.
You guys proceed forward, eventually making your way through this very narrow passageway of water. You hear the sound of trickling, and you smell stone, alkalinic stone, as you hear as your boat hits an edge of a coastline.
Oh, thank God.
Oh,
God. What's the shoreline look like?
Stone.
Panic stumbles onto the shore.
Okay.
Looks back at the folding boat. Niet lodki. And
It collapses.
I put it back in the portable hold and I just lay on my back.
Borky lands on the back too.
Don't settle in just yet, guys. We got a lot to do.
We have flying creatures around here. Don't make yourself look vulnerable.
This is tighter. This tunnel is definitely probably about maybe 10 feet high and then like maybe 10 feet wide.
the hell is that place? Just an underground lake?
Just give me a fucking second. Okay.
And Borky wakes up. Hey, hey, Borky, we're heading to the Underdark today. Go!
Can we make investigations to see if there's anything around?
Yeah, sure.
Alrighty. That is a big 15.
Okay, there is a tunnel that seems to lead forward with no more water. Lots of stalagmites and stalactites. And you do see, with the 15 investigation, that very same symbol etched on one of the sides of the walls.
Guys, the eye's over here too.
The what?
The eye, the symbol from above.
Does it look like it was made from the same way as the one on
Yeah.
the surface?
Looks like it was stamped like the exact same way.
God, this is weird. That means something's been up there. Either came down here or went up there.
Either
So
they have
maybe-
a. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, there's got to be a way back up if that's the case, unless this was a one-way trip.
Either there's a winding way back up to the surface somehow, or at least these creatures might have some kind of flight.
Something.
Is there anything else besides that one tunnel?
No, just back from where you came. There's like water leading forward, but it's like listening to it, it sounds like it goes down a waterfall, which is probably not the best place to go.
Right.
Let's hit this tunnel then.
Yeah, let's keep
Yeah.
on going.
Let's get a marching order set.
Frantically
Alright.
prestidigitationing himself dry while he
Yeah,
collects himself.
As you like stand up, you feel sticky. Like it's not like, you know, swimming in like syrup sticky, but it's like
Swimming in soda.
yeah, like thinned out soda, or like you spilt soda and you cleaned it up with some water and
Wait.
then you slipped your hand through
No,
it.
it's what happens when a slushy melts.
Yep. That's
Oh,
a good
no.
Ah. I'll take front.
one. Task on the front. Okay.
Borky will
Should
take second.
Should we take a sample of that water?
I'll go third.
I don't. So.
I'm good.
Above game, Panic, are you okay if Greckles is in front because he does not have dark vision?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
All right, so it's going to be Task Worky in the front, and then Greckles in the middle, and Panic at the end.
We can just call him the dead man now. We don't have to call him Panic. Just,
Wow.
just like tentacle.
You guys-
Ah!
You guys proceed forward. The cave actually goes down. There's a downcline to it. You grab onto the stalagmites just to kind of keep your balance as you walk down further. At times, it is literally so narrow in these tunnels that Borky, you have to pull in your shoulders and your head to even squeeze through.
Ow.
It is horrendously claustrophobic for everyone but Task. as you're making your way through, and it is consistently moist everywhere you go.
Quite dank.
As you move forward, you once again smell something pretty horrible.
Perception checkaroonie.
I'm hoping Porky has his headlamp on.
18.
Porky totally has his
Nice.
headlamp on.
You see as you turn the corner, Task, a pair of legs.
Ooh, hold everyone back.
What is it?
I hold my fucking finger up to my mouth and look to them. I make a motion with my fingers and I word out legs. And I point around the corner.
Was it
I
the
will
same humanoid or same insectoid or?
I don't know. That's why I was gonna roll a stealth check to find out.
Yeah, I'll join you with that. Oh, good. That's an 11.
27.
Okay, you sneak up, and Greckles, you sneak behind him, moving forward. You see a creature. It's on its back, and all the legs are curled inwards like a dead spider.
Oh.
Its neck is severed, and it's long and eel-like, with chitis bone plating running all the way down. It looks like it's been slashed in the center. It's wearing armor.
So is it like a cockroach looking thing or?
Like a spider or an ant with like a really long eel-like neck.
Huh.
Okay. I motion everyone to get over this way.
Before that happens, though.
Oh no. Ah!
Greckles.
Uh-huh.
I'm assuming that a 19 hits you, eh?
Yeah,
All right. You watch as a squid-like creature immediately erupts from the ceiling of the wall and grabs onto your face. You take 6 points of damage and you can no longer see. And you watch now as a whole tirade of them descend upon you and the party. And that is where we're going to end the session for tonight.
goddamn!
Yeah!
You got face hugged.
Oh. Are you talking? Did you mean the ceiling? Because you kept saying wall.
The ceiling, yes. The
So
wall and the
we've-
ceiling. Yeah.
We've gone from the first half of Bloodborne to the second half of Bloodborne.
In one session.
And the entirety of the movie Alien.
You guys have the audacity to complain about Tricadia.
No, Monty, I'm gonna tell you this right the fuck now. I'd rather this than Tricadia.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Bye, Austin!
Bye,
Bye,
Austin.
Bye, Austin.
I'm gonna die next month. Bye.
What is up with my... What is up with... My audio was... Oh my goodness, my audio was very... Okay, well, hopefully that doesn't sound bad. Jesus.
Recording audio was lost at labeled location.
What? Oh boy.
That is the first time I've gotten that kind of message.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Audacity, show me.
It's like 2 minutes
Well, this
in.
is episode 91, folks.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't like what my waveform looks like. It looks very scary.
Like I said, I apologize for all the coughing. The fucking allergies kicked in way
You're fine,
way
dude.
late.
No worries, no worries.
I just
It's a-
imagine.
It
Yeah.
looks like it was. It looks like it was a. It looks like it was less than 5 seconds that got lost.
Oh.
Okay, that's fine. Austin
It
can
was,
double
it was
check.
all right next to each other, but it was so weird. I've never gotten that alert before.
Alrighty, folks.
Okay.
Alrighty, folks. Before you all head off, before we read off bits real fast here, quick reminder, next week, there will be no Unexpectables as we will be doing a Shadow War one-shot.
Woo!
Yes,
Right on.
indeed.
Woo!
Indeed. The week after that, there will be a special one-shot, however, over on Monty's channel, because I will be off in my
Yeah.
parents' cabin, reacquainting myself with the Canadian bloodline that is thick in my blood. Real fast
The
here.
molasses?
Yes, exactly. Zeno, where can they find you?
You can find me at twitch.tv/Zito. Tomorrow might be some Cadence of Hyrule. Sometime over the weekend will be more homebrew create-a-thon nonsense. Maybe some drawing, who knows? It'll be art, it'll be D&D writing, it'll be homebrew shit. So it's gonna be either balanced or broken as fuck. Who knows? Tune in to find out. And then after that week, like I said, I will be at too many games, so I probably will not be able to pick up streaming until the following Thursday.
Alrighty. Hey, Goomba, where can they find you, bud?
You guys can find me at twitch.tv/Gaijin no H. I've been playing a whole bunch of Pokemon Ultra Sun using my patented Yokai Lock rules, where we are only using Pokemon that are based off of mythical folklore creatures. It's actually quite a challenge because a lot of those are not that strong. We're doing that every Tuesday, Saturday, and Sunday, 7 p.m. US Central Time. Might mix that up with another live wire. I've got a couple things in my back pocket, such as a couple of cultural things from Sarazan Mai, if you've been keeping up with that anime, and Inuyasha, just a couple things. Also, I want to give a quick shout out. I was a part of a podcast not that long ago. Can I link that?
Absolutely, dude.
All right, I think
Yes,
I've got
Gregor,
permissions.
1 second. He's like,
There
he
we go.
knows when it's over. I don't fucking know
Yeah,
how
I
he
know.
knows. He knows.
It's just basically talking about how I got started, where I got started, but a lot of how YouTube how to, stream how to. I actually had a lot of fun doing it. And that's me.
Alrighty. Connor, where can they find you? And Monty, plug yourself right after Connor real fast. Gregor.
They can find me on Twitter at CNowSnake. They can find me on Twitch at Distortion Devil, where I am not doing anything this week because I've got a lot of wedding preparation to do.
Woo!
Yeah, woo.
You can find me at Montyglue on Twitter. You can find me at twitch.tv/Montyglue. Tomorrow, hoping to do some Pokemon, and then Sunday we're going to be doing hopefully more Divinity 2 Original Sin. I'm going to probably upload some more episodes to my YouTube channel because the internet keeps cutting out and I try to do it multiple times. Yeah.
Alrighty, you can find me right here, folks.
Oh, that's a good one.
Also, I will say this. MNW's tomorrow. It's going to be a big episode. And I will be gone in the next couple of weeks here for probably about 10 days. I'll be heading up north, so there will be no streams for 10 days at some point. So I need to figure that out, some of the logistics here. But hopefully we'll be wrapping up with Multivania right before I go. That being said, I want to thank everybody so much for all their support. And I got a lot of people I got to thank right the heck now. Icewood, thank you for the Red Sea. Thank you for the 300 bits. That's his title idea, by the way.
We have one that's pretty good. It's called Reeking Havoc, but with reeking as in smelling bad.
Oh,
I got one.
Glycerius
The
with
stink eye.
Glycerius with 1,000 bits. I'm with Zito on this. Underdark is a lesser of two evils. 1,000
Yes,
bits
it is!
agreement. Wow. Wolven the Thick, thank you for the bits. Purple Fishbone, thank you for the bits. 5,000 bits from Lugalot. Everyone was scared of Tricadia. Tricadia's got nothing on Alavast Underdark. 5,000 bits from Lugalot. Thank you so much, and I'm already terrified. I heard Legend of the Underdark. Argent Lyle, 500 bits. Thanks, Bonnie. I'm having nightmares now. Argent Lyle with another 2,000 bits. At least Kieran is in here to be freaked the heck out by the water horror. 2,000 bits. Argent Lyle, thank you so much. Viral Tech 1 with 1,000 bits. Task reading old text. Let's see here. Steel Dragons. Opportunity attack when near. More than 2 pole arms. The Phoenix is celestial. How old are these books? And also, I want to thank Probate for the 11,000 bits, guys, and all the subs raining down here. Shadowy Saints with 1,000 bits as well. Have a wonderful vacation, talk, and if you don't come back with a bear skull, I will be disappointed. Well, keep your expectations low.
A moose. Can we go at moose?
Moose, yeah. Many mooses. Shadowy Sphinx with 1,000 bits, though. Thank you so much. Storyteller Press with 300 bits. A question for everybody. Any thoughts on sci fantasy campaigns? Or there's Spelljammer in 5e? Interesting.
Did it actually happen yet?
Spelljammer?
No, because I know there's Dark Matter and Esper Genesis, but I didn't know Spelljammer was 5e yet.
I think he's saying Spelljammer or 5e.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, I feel bad. I haven't really heard too much great things about Starfinder. Everyone I know who's played it isn't the biggest fan of it.
Because
so
it's Mathfinder 2.0.
Is that what it is? Oh,
Unfortunately, it sucks. I don't want to say that because Pathfinder has a lot of cool shit. It's just hidden behind so much goddamn math.
There is one show called Nebula Jazz by Roleplay, and they did a space one. I don't know what system they used, but it seemed to work really well because there was I think there was space combat and stuff, but I don't know.
Well, the ones I mentioned were pretty good space stuff. Esper Genesis and Dark Matter. Until Lasers and Liches comes out, which I can't fucking wait.
Zeno.
Yeah.
So,
I found the second ed version of Cloakers, and they look ridiculous.
Oh, they look stupid, don't they?
alrighty, folks. Anything else you guys would like to plug before we head out here?
I think
I do
we're
have
good to
one
go.
thing.
Okay.
I have no connection to this just yet, but I am going to be putting into its Kickstarter. On the 18th, EN Publishing is going to be putting out A Touch More of Class, which is, they made a book called A Touch of Class, which was, I believe, 9, I could be wrong, it's like 9 classes for D&D, like extra stuff you could play with. My favorite one being the Cardcaster, which is you get to play with tarot cards and fuck around with your RNG. They're coming out with A Touch More class on the 18th, and their Kickstarter will be starting up there soon. I'm gonna get in on it. I think you should too, if you want to play with other random cool stuff.
Alrighty. Awesome. All right, from all of us here at the Unexpectables, thank you so much for watching, and...
Oh,
yeah, what's up?
rating-wise, can we rate Nutcase art?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
Absolutely.
I think it's Nutcase art, I think.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it all
just-
just together?
Yeah.
Yeah, just
I
one
believe
word.
so.
It was her birthday last week, and I missed the message. Someone.
Well, we are going to go raid
recommended
Nutcase
sending
Art with a bunch of kindness. Thank you all so much, and we will see you next time.
people. Spam the emotes.
Get her that
Hit them.
affiliate!
Yeah, get her!
Yeah, boys.